Hello, everyone. How are we all doing?
Hi.
Hey!
It is time.
Holy heck. That's a start.
It's
Hello,
time.
everyone. How we doing? Welcome on in.
Hello.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Terms, for those wonderful subs. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Wow.
I really
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
it.
how it is.
Absolute
Okay,
champion.
sure, yeah.
Absolute champion.
Wow.
Do you mind? I'm trying to talk to chat for 2 seconds.
No.
For me, again, I
We're
appreciate
all-
the fact that you let
we're
me
all
create the
chat,
cast
you
thing so I could just easily get everyone up.
It's
Yeah,
cute that you
well,
think we
I need
should
to
have
update it
coffee.
because I need to do
We
this.
are a collective.
We are a
Oh, for
collective.
fuck's sake.
I don't stream. What are you talking about, Orb? You don't need to update it. I don't stream.
No, not at all.
No.
Nope.
No.
Yes, Dutch, Gouda does look different. Gouda is role-playing
Wow.
today.
Yeah.
Wow, role playing with D&D?
What?
No way.
What?
Get out of town. Impossible.
But if anyone can't tell, we don't have someone saying they don't they hate it here. So obviously, Cuddly's the
Oh,
way.
that's me.
I mean,
As
yeah.
for Mind Meld, I will be saying it whenever she would.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Because
Excellent.
I am sharing moments with her in real time right now, so she can share back what she's thinking.
Okay. Ah,
Right.
I see. That's
Yeah, yeah.
wonderful.
Very
So
So as
what
long
we're
as
saying-
I'm here, Cuddly's fine.
So you're piloting Nana. Got it. Got it.
Oh, God. Oh, thank you.
You can pilot 2 characters today.
I can't do that because Cuddly is hiding the Nana thoughts from me because she doesn't want to spoil backstory for me. She's being very conscious about it.
Oh.
She's very
That's-
very polite about it.
That's clever. That's very clever of Cuddly.
Well, she is a cuddly raptor and very clever girl.
She is
True.
a clever girl.
Monka?
But do you know something? We're gonna play D&D.
Are
We
we?
are going to play
Ooh.
D&D.
Yes,
Hang on.
we are.
You,
We
are you
are.
telling me we're here to play? What?
Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah.
Can we not
Yeah.
just sit here and talk shit for 3 hours?
No, we didn't play last week,
Oh,
and
ah.
I have withdrawal.
Uh,
I thought I updated my alerts to be muted, but they are not. I'm so sorry for that. We got some gift subs, and all the alerts are running in, and I thought I had muted them, but apparently I had not. Wow,
That's
look at me.
understandable.
Pro streamer
Yes.
Roman. Pro
if,
streamer
it,
Roman.
if it is who I think it is, thank you. Thank you for all those gifted subs. You are amazing.
Yes.
That is
It's a
infinitely
good bean.
generous.
It's good being. Good being.
It's a good bean. It's a really good bean. But yes, we are gonna play some D&D. We're back with session 56 of Dramonia with the party Vanguard of the Black. And I'm Josie Poser. I'm your local dungeon mistress. And I'm joined today with some friends. However, we are missing Cuddly Raptor, who's out traveling. And as I introduce you all, why won't you tell me what you did last Sunday when we didn't have any D&D? Let's start with Wettest Orb playing Arthur Orblet III, our Elven Rogue Ranger.
I got into some Dead by Daylight with Cuddly Raptor because we always make the joke. So we thought, why the fuck not? So that's what we did.
That's fair. We have Roju from Participation Award playing
It's me.
as Gerald the Wizard, the human warlock.
Yes, last Sunday I don't even know what I did. It was probably just
Cried.
rolled D20s and just cried a little.
We also have AussieDevFro playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, our human cleric.
Yes, hello, that's me down here. Last Sunday, you know what? I chat down. We had a nice coffee together, and we just chatted for a couple of hours. That's what we did last Sunday. We had a good heart to heart, and I think Chat and I we're now connected on a deeper level, a more sensual level. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
And we have last but definitely not least, we have Guditome playing George, the Starling Bard Sorcerer.
Yes. So I had to check what I was doing because my memory does not go that far, but thankfully I write things down. I played Fall Guys and then made a cat fae in Minecraft. It is a cat
adorable.
fae because cats and fae. as in the fairies and stuff, fey creatures. They are my
Ah.
But
employees.
what if they were also in a cafe?
They are.
They actually
Oh.
are. Yeah, it's
They
yeah.
are.
The
You hit the
cafe
nail on the head.
cafe?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've had a lot of construction done. It was a 12-hour.
Cafe. I love it.
Yeah.
Cafe
It's had
cafe.
adoption center
Cafe cafe.
attached.
Aww.
Oh,
For the fae or the
kitties?
cats?
Yeah, for the cats.
Adopt
For
a
the
cafe.
cafe.
I love it. I would
Yeah.
totally adopt a cafe.
You get a little baby cafe and you have to nurture it and watch it grow.
You have to give it little
Yeah.
sips of coffee to like grow it into a bigger cafe. Oh my god.
No.
And
You need to give
eventually-
it customers, so you have to get ants to go in there
yeah.
and order.
And it
Yeah.
eats the
Yeah.
customers.
I was gonna say we go
Oh,
get
no.
some freeze dried hipsters, and then you just like unpackage them. It's like beef jerky. You just yeah.
This is also what pans into the concept of in D&D. Sometimes you might stumble upon a warehouse, and
A warehouse is in like full of, lycanthropes, right?
no, the house is a lycanthrope.
Oh,
Wait,
got
hang
it.
on.
Okay,
Is a warehouse a person who transforms it into a house on a full moon?
Yeah.
No, it's a house that becomes a wolf in a full moon. A
Yeah.
big house. A big
But-
wolf.
It's
house.
like a
if it's
mimic
a
mixed
werewolf,
with a
you become a
werewolf.
wolf, right? So would a warehouse
Warehouse become
be
a
a
house?
person
Become
that
a house.
turns into a house in the
Yeah.
full moon?
No, it's a living house.
Okay, all right.
Like, have you
I-
ever seen like Monster House, the like old like children's movie?
No,
Oh,
unfortunately
shit,
not.
It's actually pretty good.
If
If it holds up. My nostalgia says it's good. I've
Nostalgia-
seen it as it holds.
I saw it.
Nostalgia
I
does
saw
that.
it at work, and I'm gonna be honest. It was
Oh,
as far as
no.
kids movies go, it's fine.
Oh, it's good. Okay, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
But you know what is even more than fine? D&D.
Tell us, Josie.
D&D.
D&D.
Oh, no way. Did you want to play it? Guys, do you want to play some
Yeah.
D&D?
Yeah.
You wanna
Let's...
play
Nah,
the
I think I'm good. Okay, it's fine.
You
guys.
good?
All right.
Alright,
Show,
let's see
show,
what-
show, show of hands. Show of hands. Who wants to play D&D?
Oh, hold on. I've got this.
Oh
Hold
no.
on.
No, Gouda, don't do it. Gouda, no. Oh no.
Nice.
Wonderful. We're gonna jump right in. However, I'm gonna turn my ambiance up a little bit. It's very low for me.
I learned how to not break it. I think maybe.
It's the
It's
I
not
think maybe
broken.
that scares me.
I haven't
I think
broken it
maybe
since that
probably.
one time, knocking on wood.
But
Yes, D&D.
the vanguard of the Black, collecting themselves after the encounter with the fiendess, find themselves in a small gathering of trees. Rudy, suffering from the effects of this disintegrate, realizes that he's lost more of his mortal flesh. But in his pocket, he finds the bone he picked up when he was banished to the boneyard. As they gather around a campfire to discuss what to do next, Gerald has an idea. Using the dream spell, he allows George to terrorize the fiendess in her sleep over and over all through the night, conjuring nightmares within nightmares from which she cannot escape. And not needing as much sleep as the others, as this is taking place, and haunted by the responsibility bestowed upon him, Arthur, walking among the trees, walking the circumference of Nana's hearth of moonlight and shadow, finds a box buried underneath a marker by a tree. After a moment of considering whether to open it or not, he realizes it has several runes on a lock, and he hesitates and brings this to the party's knowledge for inspection. They found that, indeed, the box is protected by powerful magics, but a well-crafted spell of unraveling negates whatever would have erupted if the box had been opened. And using the key of good luck, Arthur opens the box. With shaky hands, Gerald revealed the true nature of the deck of cards found within said box, and they agree to lock it up and hide it within Nana's bag of holding. As morning comes, Nana serves everyone some sugary treats, and they all turn to wisps of fairy floss with the windwalk spell. And with a sudden surge of speed, they cross the Glimmer River and into the scorching sea. A desert made of fine polished grains of gemstones and crystals, and home to beautiful dangers. With the haste that they have, the party follows Arthur from landmark to landmark, and as rain begins to fall, the sands turn into actual waves. They spot the last point of the journey, and as the vanguard of the Black lands, they are greeted by a stranger, as the nomad Biiiiig welcomes them into his abode and laughs jovially. Friends of Eric are friends of mine. And he leads you in. You're currently walking down some spiral steps. They're about 10 feet wide, and they keep going and going and going. And Biiiiig says, well, what brings you all out here? I don't really get any guests.
Oh, well, we're actually out here to see if we could find Shams.
Oh, really?
Yes, we're on a bit of a quest to find and have a chat to all the dragons that are still around.
And you see this man, large, muscular, wearing what seems like a hide loincloth and some boots. Just nods, scratches his chin. He's got this like frizzy brown hair that just goes. It's not too long. It lays a bit across his head, down to the shoulders. He nods and says, "Well, who told you to come this way? You're quite far out in the desert."
Yes, we gained the assistance of one of the sorcerer families back in Takar, and they guided us in this direction.
We are doing this on behalf of the Queen.
Yes, Erica.
Yes.
I did
Correct.
not know she was a queen.
You didn't know she was a queen.
No.
Yes, she's the Queen of Ebonspire.
What is Ebonspire?
What is Ebon? It's a city in the Westershard.
Okay.
Quite a major one at that.
Have you been here for long? For a while? A long
Pretty
while.
much.
When was the last time you went out beyond these mountains? If
Well,
you
I
don't
go
mind me asking.
out into the desert quite frequently.
Beyond the desert, I mean, like to see.
Oh, I've never left the desert.
Oh, that would explain a lot. Okay, yes.
Fair
that's-
enough.
Yep.
Hmm.
But we come here with the most honest of intentions. Honestly, we just want to chat.
Okay. Well, we chat and you just keep walking. These stairs keep going, and there's like sconces of magical flame. They give off no heat or smoke, only light. And you keep going this spiral staircase. You must have gone for hundreds of feet by now. And they just keep going down, 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 down. And at this point, Nana would mention, being part of Rock Gnome, and I'm piloting Nana a little bit, she would know that the structure you're within is not made out of stone.
Oh. Does she say what it is made out of?
No.
Ah.
She just knows it's not stone.
Oh, interesting.
And upon noticing this, Rudy, you would probably the most likely one to realize that this structure, looking around, it's more akin to bone.
Okay. This is certainly a very creative structure that we appear to be on at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have an end? I'm getting a little bit dizzy.
Oh yes, we're almost there.
Almost there. Fantastic.
Look, just be glad, Rudy, that these aren't stairs up.
Oh, that would be terrifying. We would probably be touching the sun by now, I would imagine.
But we have to come back up them, don't we?
Oh, I'm going to fly. I don't know about you lot.
Oh, I'm going to make you carry me, Arthur.
It is wonderful for your thighs and your glutes. And
Arthur-
you see Yarrick
Arthur
starts doing
looks-
like high knees while walking.
Arthur
Oh,
then,
he's one of those types.
Arthur goes, yes, those glutes, those thighs.
Arthur,
Those-
keep it.
Arthur, you already
in-
have 2 men. Don't go after another.
Again, George, I don't know where you get these fantasies. Somehow I think you have a little diary somewhere writing these elaborate stories you keep making up. It's almost as- it's
George
almost
is
as if
writing
you're a
BL
fan.
fanfic.
Are you a fan of fictions, George?
Well, I like telling stories, but most of them are true for the most part.
And who knows? You might be right.
Oh, I know. He's wrong.
Some.
Oh. Here we are, and you start seeing
Yeah.
like more light coming, and
Oh,
now
hey.
you're like several hundred feet below the ground, and you step inside a small room that's just literally 4 walls, and there's a rug on the ground,
Oh, well, this is cozy.
and there's a little door to your right, but you step inside and you realize very quickly that the walls here are also made out of bone, but it's not overlapping.
Hmm. So it's not like individual bones made into a wall. It's
No.
like a bone or a wall of bone, essentially.
Yeah,
Like it's hollowed
and
out.
you
Okay.
see no seams out
Okay.
either.
It's just solid bone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as Rudy can tell, he's 100% sure it's bone.
Bone-esque.
Bone-esque. Hmm.
This is interesting caverns you have here.
Fascinating stonework. I mean, we can't really call it stonework, can we? It's definitely something else.
What do you mean
Yes.
it's nothing else? What?
It's well, you came looking for charms,
Yes.
Yeah,
and he
quite
just no,
right.
he just knocks on the wall. We are inside his horn.
What?
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 I'm sorry.
Well, that's a surprise. Is it okay for us to be in his horn?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Rudy
How
pulls
big
out
is
the.
this is just a horn.
Well, it's the horn on his nose.
Have we been going downstairs inside the horn?
Yes.
Does he know
Th-
that you
Joe's
Yeah.
just
down his
like
nose?
doing some quick math in his head about how fucking big this dragon must be.
Rudy pulls out his little dragon horn that he's got from Yasi, and he compares the material. Is it the same?
It's near identical, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is not a lie. This is definitely dragon horn.
I knew they were supposed to be big, but
This is
beyond
big.
comprehension.
This is like
Well, you came from the east, correct? I saw you flying in.
yes,
So you must have seen the mountain ridges.
Yes.
yes.
That's his back.
Oh.
Arthur, did you
Well-
know how big? Did you know this? Is this in your notes?
No, I can't tell you what my notes were, but I can definitely tell you that it did say mountain in there.
Oh, well, then I guess the mountain is is part of the dragon.
Yes.
That'd be
All
great
right,
if
well,
his mouth
Um,
and nose are understanding.
wait, can Shams hear us right now?
Yes, of course. He's the one who told me to go upstairs. You were coming.
Oh,
Wait, did
hello.
did
Hi,
he-
Shams.
hang on.
Sorry, I hope
It's
we
nice
haven't
to meet you.
hope we haven't disturbed your horn too much.
Sorry for
Please don't
standing on your
sneeze.
spine earlier. Arthur made us stand
As-
for some strange reason.
As you put your hands up, Rudy, you realize as well there's a tingling sensation in your fingers. And you realize that when you touch the wall, you couldn't actually feel it. And you realize that you cannot move your fingers.
Ah,
What's wrong there?
okay. Slight problem. My hands aren't moving anymore.
Are you having a stroke?
Well, that's
Rigor mortis.
probably rigor mortis.
Well, I mean,
Do you smell toast?
Are you still
No.
wearing your gloves, by the way?
He's singular glove, yes.
Okay.
The one that actually does have the symbol
Bones.
embedded in it. Yes, yeah.
And the bones, yeah.
Yeah.
You also feel a sensation of that something is missing. You have
Missing.
this sensation, yes, as you're struggling to move your fingers, you also realize you're feeling hungry, like painfully hungry.
Manageable?
And it's manageable, but you're definitely hungry. And
Hungry
you're
for
also
brains.
you're also becoming strangely aware of a pain in your sinuses, the dryness of your eyes.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
There's
Bye,
a-
Rudy.
Is Rudy
there's a
like
barrier.
keeping it? How's Rudy playing this off?
Hang on.
Like,
Gerald, do you have Detect Curse on you still? Are you able to cast Detect Curse?
well, I can identify. Certainly, it's not
Can
detect
you-
curse per se.
How long? I need you to see if
10 minutes.
this is happening quickly, Josie.
It's fairly quickly. You can still move your shoulders freely, your elbows. You can move your wrists. You cannot wiggle your toes.
Rudy
Oh.
turns to our new friend who Darcy is having the terrible time of remembering the name of.
Yarig, and
thank you,
currently
Yarig.
just looking at you, almost with a quirky smile, leaned against the wall.
Oh.
Yari, my very new friend. Is there something restorative or curative regarding being inside?
No,
Shams?
no.
No. Because
But the deities of old are not welcome.
Oh, okay. That certainly explains something.
What's wrong, Rudy?
I believe I have lost my protection from Urgathoa, or I've lost something regarding something. I think the curse of body rot is either being removed, and I'm now starting to feel everything and not be able to move elements of my body that has no muscle.
Oh.
See, are you dying?
Possibly. Very possibly.
Well,
How-
And I will say, for the purposes of mechanics, Rudy, Nana, and Arthur, you no longer gain the benefits of your god feats.
What?
Okay. Yep. All right. Cool.
While in the presence of Shams, they are negated.
oh, interesting.
So,
And
Rudy.
it would go the same for Gerald as well.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hmm.
Oh,
So-
well, are you going to be okay, Rudy? Do you need to step outside?
Stepping outside is going to take another 20 minutes or so.
Wait, Rudy, just come here. And don't resist.
Uh,
And George puts a hand on Rudy and casts polymorph
Oh.
and makes him human.
Change him into
hang
a
on.
human.
Nothing should change though. He's already human, right?
Full fleshy human.
Yeah. So for an hour, if you choose to fail the saving throw, I would say it gives you an hour of turning back into what Rudy looked like before the body rot.
Okay.
That is actually genius.
You know what? Rudy, Rudy doesn't resist. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
That's why George warned you. Don't
so
resist.
so he does have. So he can blink again. Like he's got his like everything's normal again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is almost an even stranger sensation than what I had before. Oh, eyelids! I have not missed you, but now that I remember. Okay. All right, we're good for an hour. Okay.
And Yarek just nods and gestures towards the doorway, that leads out of this room. And you step into what looks like a lounge room of sorts. There are various pelts and hides strewn about. Looks like a very well-made sofa with soft cushions. And he says, "Well, why don't we have a conversation?" And just sits down, like plops down in a chair.
Oh yes, are there chairs for?
There's enough, yeah. And Nana quickly like sits down in the sofa.
Yep, take a seat.
So you want to meet Shams?
Yes. Although I suppose in a way we have already.
Correct. Though outsiders struggle to communicate unless they make direct contact.
Oh,
I feel like this is pretty direct.
Would you say someone has contact with you if they are crawling inside your fingernail?
Oh,
well,
okay, you know what? Fair call, fair call.
in a broad sense of the word, I suppose.
But do you think you would be able to thoroughly communicate with them?
No. No.
No, probably not.
Not without bursting their eardrums and maybe hurting them a lot.
Yes.
So did
did
you
it-
communicate for it?
In a way, yes.
Could
I am the Red Guard. I protect Shams, and I also convey Shams' will upon the world.
Oh.
So
And what is
There's a red
currently
a
their
black
will?
guard.
Oh, it's not a lot.
Okay.
I mean,
There's
that
an
is,
orange guard.
that is completely understandable, and I can understand your hesitation with letting anyone in here, let alone even get close to Shams.
Yes. It is a part of my job to also vet those who come seeking Shams or those who accidentally stumble upon this hollow. We can't just let anyone in here. There are those who have malicious
course.
intent. There are those who seek other things that can be found below and beyond.
Again, completely understandable. Whatever questions you need to ask away.
Well, you seek an audience with Shams? Have I understood correctly?
That is correct.
Yes, that's quite right.
Okay. And you are sent by Erika, who is apparently the queen of this place.
Yes, that's
That's
right.
who
We're in
says-
fact, I suppose we're representatives now. We're known as the newly minted Vanguard of the Black.
Okay. Quite intimidating name, no?
It has its uses.
Vanguard of the Black.
It is designed to
It has
be...
a nice ring.
Yeah.
It's a good name as far as names go. Hopefully, it intimidates people into not attacking us or something.
Which hasn't worked so far, but
No, we definitely have been attacked quite significantly.
Well, but
Oh.
at least they're committed to it.
I see. Well, why don't you stay in here for the night? And I will let you meet Shams in the morning.
Oh,
Sure.
Or
I mean-
are you in a hurry?
I mean,
we
no.
are not. But
I mean, the journey here must have been quite long and arduous.
yes, it was.
It
We made up some time.
Yes, we did make some good time.
I wouldn't say it's a pain to stay overnight. However, would there be a way for myself to maybe remove myself from Shams so that I don't accidentally perish? I mean, you obviously saw my previous condition. I'm afraid if I spend too much time down here, I might be in a little bit of trouble.
I'm sorry, I cannot tell Shams what to do. Shams tells me what to do.
No, but could I not spend the night outside?
What if we
I mean,
put up
you
the
could.
dome? Would that work?
If you want to sleep outside in the storm,
I mean,
get
generally
washed
people-
away in the sand sea.
Oh,
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Remember, there is a storm on its way, Rudy.
that
We
is.
really, I can't recommend that it'd be any better than being down here.
I'm concerned that without.
Or
her
if you're on the
authority-
timetable, I suppose we could hurry it all along.
George kind of raises his hand. What if we just put up the dome while we rest? Wouldn't you be protected from things in the dome since things can't get in?
Well, it
It's like
does.
some
It
little
does
space.
prevent. I see where you're going with this, George, and that you are quite astute. It does prevent magical effects passing through it. However, this is more of a break in contact. I would probably expect that should we enter the dome, that charms being all around us would still be a buffer between Rudy and his deity.
Could we?
We
not
can
erect-
certainly try.
Could we not erect the dome outside?
I would rather not walk into the storm. I
Mm.
don't want to spend 10 minutes out there.
That, and you know what? You're right. 10
What
minutes.
if you become a cloud?
He'd
It will
blown
be
away.
very difficult to do a ritual as a cloud.
I mean, like, what if
What if-
Rudy turns into a cloud while we're in here and he just sleeps as a cloud?
And Nana would tell you that the cloud spell doesn't last long enough for that.
Oh.
Windwalk has a
Hmm.
8-hour duration, and you spent most of that time already as Cloud.
Well, look, I'll cast the tiny hut spell. You can climb inside, and we'll see. And then after that, I guess it's up to
So-
you, Rudy.
I suppose we should probably ask permission before we cast a spell inside Shams's horn.
What's that? Already
Oh,
preparing
well.
the ritual? What?
No.
It's a bit late. I kind of already cast one.
As you start preparing the ritual, Yarig stands up, just slaps his thighs and stands up. No, my guests. If you are indeed in the possibility of dying, should you stay too long, of course we will. I'll make sure you get there in time. It's not. Yes, come on.
hate
No,
to
it's
be a
no, it's
pain.
no trouble. I didn't know quite the extent of the danger.
Well, honestly, it's just unknown territory for me. I just don't quite understand the effects. You know how the deities can be a little bit finicky
Well-
to understand at times.
I don't
Yeah.
really think it's that hard, Rudy. I'm pretty sure you
This is not
you
the
started.
time for this is
you
not the
started
time for the
rotting.
discussion, Gerald. This
If
is
you
not
remember, you started
really
rotting.
not the time to discuss choices that have been made.
You
well,
seem very
no,
confused
we-
about what happened, though, Rudy. I'm merely
not
just trying
confused
to
at all.
explain it.
We really could just.
Oh, you do
How
remember?
can we get going?
yes,
Yes,
please.
I think
Oh,
we should.
quite. All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And Yarig stands back up and leads you through a very short bit of corridor into a room that looks like it might have been a kitchen, but it looks completely unused. Like it is a fully equipped kitchen,
Oh.
but it's never been touched, pretty much. And then keeps walking, and there's a door ahead in the corridor. There's a door that's closed, and he turns right, and there's a long corridor that leads down to what you can see far away. It's lit up all over, lit up by magical lights. These are red flames in sconces. And there's a huge chamber that opens up. And on the other side, you see this massive ornate stone door glittering with gemstones. And in the door, it looks almost like the split seam in the middle of these double doors. It looks like there's or almost carved out in the door, like a guardian figure with arms crossed over its chest. And here and there in the room, you see these pillars of bone that, like, just almost like support pillars they've been left in, but it looks somewhat naturally crafted. And Yarig starts walking towards this door. Oh well, Shams is just beyond here. However, and he takes from the wall this sword made out of dragon bone and points it towards all of you. I know the mark of the bitter flame when I see it.
Oh,
I know why you have come here,
This
and you will not set a foot within the reflected city. And I'm gonna need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh no. No, I think there's been a misunderstanding.
And we
Gerald?
can jump
Gerald.
to battle.
Oh shit.
Gerald, what have you done?
Nothing yet.
Gerald.
And as he
Oh,
says
shit.
that, the
Okay,
guardian
this
figure
sounds bloody
in
wrong.
the door just breaks free from the door itself, and its
Of course it
large,
is.
bouldery arms
Oh, no.
extend.
I just realized I didn't change the battle map cameras. It's okay, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it.
I'm on it. I'm on it. There we go.
I'm fixing. I'm
Actually,
fixing.
that's right. I need to go to the
Fixin'.
battle map as well.
I can't believe
Here we
this
go.
is
Quality production, professional streamers.
This is all
There we
Gerald's
go.
fault. When can I roll initiative?
This is all Gerald's fault.
look,
you should be
it's
able
not-
to roll initiative.
Technically, it's not
rolling
Gerald's fault.
Oi!
Oh,
That's a bit louder.
That's
Yep,
15.
let's turn that down just a
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not in control of the
that's
volume
okay.
of the
Yeah.
bit.
sound.
No
set.
worries.
We have fixed this. That's why we have individual control.
Okay.
All right, roll initiative. Let's go.
For once,
Uh,
my initiative is in the
George-
double digits.
yeah, your
Oh,
initiative
yeah.
didn't come
Oi!
through, George, for me.
What the? Sag.
But I see it's
20.
a 20, and
Mm.
I'm gonna roll for Nana.
Did you get mine,
Let's
Josie?
see.
I think that's
Uh,
still low.
Yeah, let's see. Nana got a 3. Fucking perfect.
Fucking.
Ah,
You're right. You're right, Dutch. It is
Okay.
an exciting ball. Yes.
So in what order? I know it's not visible through the camera, sadly, but if you see, oh god, it's doing the thing where it's not refreshing properly. If you see these, where it looks a little more scrubbly,
Yeah. Yep.
those are essentially the bone pillars.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they can be used for cover or various other things.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. So first up, I would like everyone to tell me what order you would have entered.
Arthur would have been at the front.
Yeah, Rudy
Um,
would not have been at the front. He's not
I
feeling
kind of assumed that
confident.
we're kind of
George?
just like roughly sort of just like spread out in a in a position to talk to him, right?
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't be like in a battle formation. We'd be
No.
just like in a line, like just having a conversation. I would
Yep.
think.
George is probably near Rudy, considering the polymorph.
Yeah. Got it. George, you are first up,
Oh, I don't like that.
and Gerald is on deck.
He hasn't actually attacked us yet, right? He just said that
No,
we're not
no,
allowed
no.
to enter.
Yeah, and then this earth creature broke out of the door, the stone door. and it-
Oh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
Then illusions aren't gonna work because he gets information through the dragon. Which means
Also, remember concentration on the polymorph.
yeah. Which means as soon as I cast a spell, Rudy's gonna be in pain.
Yeah.
That is very unfortunate for you.
You can
Rudy, I'm
always try
sorry.
talking to him.
Yeah, he hasn't
Yeah.
exactly talked to us yet, so
Well, and you can see Gerald's making some very sort of
It
like.
was, I will say it was specifically in my notes. If Gerald at any point did anything where the book would be shown, Garrick would react.
Oh,
And you whipped it out to start casting the
the start of the ritual.
Yeah. Okay.
all right. So, persuasion. What if we go in and we let him stay outside? Then he's not in the mirror city. You don't have to worry about him setting foot.
I don't
The
know.
rest,
you- you're
I
saying-
don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yes.
To me, he just does wiggity wiggity with his fingers. It means a lot.
Wiggity.
So
Okay,
George,
feel free to make a persuasion check. 22. Let me double check.
If nothing else, I should prove that George doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you see Yarig. Yarig holds this sword out, and it's carved out of a single piece of bone.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, this massive great sword.
Actually, that's very cool.
The great sword. Oh,
Can Rudy
damn.
get a hammer made
Yeah.
out of that or something? That'd be great.
And Yarig looks at you and considers your words, George. That's all for now. Gerald, your go.
I'm gonna be like, look, Yarig, this is a big misunderstanding. I'm sure we can just talk about it because it may not be what you think. And I'm not here to cause any trouble.
Feel free to make a persuasion check.
Bippity boppity boop.
16.
16.
Okay. And he looks at you and says, "Why would I trust your words? You are the one with the emblem of the bitter flame."
You haven't asked why, though, have you?
Do you want to do anything else? I'll say that will have been a bonus action or action just to do the persuasion check. If you want to do anything else, let us know.
Well, I'm not going to. Oh, actually,
And I will say this chamber is almost like a bit of domed, and currently near the walls it's 20 feet high, and by the middle it's 40 feet high.
Gotcha. So I'm going to be like, I don't want to fight you. We can work this out peacefully and talk it out because I think there's a misunderstanding. And I'm going to cast Globe of Invulnerability around myself.
Okay.
So there we go.
Mm-hmm.
So
Vulnerability.
I'm now in a hamster ball.
Okay, you put yourself in a hamster ball.
Well, actually,
It
it
is-
says a 10-foot radius around me. So I guess
10-foot radius would catch the entire party.
yeah. So I've put the entire party in a hamster ball.
Put the entire party in a hamster ball.
Can we walk through it? If
No,
no, so we can't even walk out of it.
absolutely not. No. it's a it's a barrier. So like, let's see. Actually, can you walk through it? No. It doesn't actually say.
It says immobile.
Yeah, an immobile, friendly,
Barrier.
shimmering barrier. Any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can't affect creatures or objects within it. Even if the spell is cast using a higher level spell slot. Such a spell can target
So
creatures
would
and
that-
objects within the barrier, but the spell has no effect on them.
Spells, but it doesn't
To
say
me-
physical
to me-
objects.
Yeah, to me it sounds like it only blocks
Yeah,
magic.
okay. I was thinking it was more like Wall of Force kind of situation.
Let me do a Google. Let's see if Jeremy Crawford says anything. Go
Yeah,
above in
Because it does seem to only reference magical effects rather than physical stuff.
Which is fine. It still works.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine, I guess, if that's the case.
And then my arrows still work.
It says, yeah, you can walk, run, fly, shoot through it. It's just that magic cannot pass through it.
there
Jeremy
you go.
Crawford, here we go. Jeremy Crawford has done a tweet. Globe of Invulnerability blocks a spell that has level lower than the globe's level. It only blocks magic.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. Well, in that case, instead of Globe of Invulnerability, I'll use
Mhm.
Wall of Force in a dome situation.
Okay.
So
Okay.
again, we cannot leave the dome, can we? Is that now what you've done?
Yeah. Basically.
Okay.
So,
you
so 10
said-
foot radius hemispherical dome around us.
The Wall of Force.
Yeah.
I just want to have a quick read. Visible wall of force springs into existence at a point you choose. The wall appears. It can be
Sorry, I should have
hemisphere.
read the globe spell
Each
more
panel.
thoroughly.
That's okay.
It's a wall casts your creature space. Nothing can physically pass. It is immune to all damage. It cannot be dispelled. It can be disintegrated.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's got a concentration to 10 minutes.
Correct.
Okay. So you erect this barrier around you.
Yeah, just
Okay.
a little dome, and I'm like, look. I just want to talk.
Rudy, your turn.
Okay, well, I feel like, yes, Gerald, it definitely seems to have a suspicious item / symbol upon him. But if you just give us 10 minutes to explain, and with Gerald being completely truthful about it, we have not said a single lie to you since we walked into this building. Dragon. Being. And Rudy put, he hasn't taken out his hammer or anything like that. He hasn't raised a weapon at all. He is completely sheathed. And in his head, he's also realized he probably can't cast any spells right now, just considering they are.
Oh.
So he's just gonna, attempt a persuasion check, but
Yeah, go for it.
even
Make a
then,
persuasion check.
it's not really. It feels like.
Not
Actually,
as-
so a persuasion check. Actually, before he does that, could he do an insight check to see if we are going to have a chance of persuading Yarig, or is that
See
too
if
much?
any of our attempts have
Yeah,
had any sway.
Make an insight check.
yeah.
I'd say that could be your action. I'll say
Okay,
you can
yep.
do either or. Insight or persuasion.
18 for the insight.
18 for the inside. Let me double check. Complete poker face. The face
Yep.
is emotionless and the sword is just held at full
Yep.
length towards the
Alright.
group.
Rudy he is maintaining a completely sort of like he's not gonna fight. He's completely devoid of any aggressive notion in his body.
Arthur, your go.
Arthur does have his bow out ready, but he's gonna use like his bonus action to basically dash.
You can't leave the
Yeah,
zone.
yeah, he's using it as a bonus
Boom.
action to ready a dash if something happens.
You cannot ready as a bonus action. You have to
Fuck's
use your
sake.
action to ready.
Okay, then my action I'm using it to
Yeah,
ready.
so you're ready a dash action. What is the trigger? When are you dashing?
Once the dome essentially dissipates around
Okay.
us. Once it's done, I'm just dashing.
Okay. It is Yarig's turn. And I'm gonna roll. You've done some good rolls here. We're gonna see. Yarig takes the sword, pulls it in. Very deftly flips it and just with his hands, like cusping the pommel, just pushes it down and it goes like 20 centimeters into the ground.
Oh shit.
And he just stands there. Fine, we can talk. I know that the barrier won't last forever. You have until it drops to convince me. And you see this earthen figure behind as well just like steps back one step and just gets into a passive position.
Okay.
Gerald, the floor is yours, please. Truthfully,
Yes.
everything.
Of course.
Nana would say like, please, Gerald, convince the boy.
Look. I don't know what it is that you think I'm here to do. Yes, I'm aware that this is the symbol of the bit of flame. Tell me what the problem is here.
It is part of my job to make sure that no one makes it to the reflected city.
Oh, I see.
The bitter flame cannot be unleashed.
Sure.
You carry his mark. You carry his
Well,
scent.
Oh, I don't like that. But look. this is all a misunderstanding. You see, yes, I may indeed have this, but just to confirm, you've already said that no outside influence should be able to perceive what we're saying in here, correct?
When did I say that?
Well, when you said that we're cut off from deities and such.
Yeah, because of the presence of shams.
Right. So let's say that
It is not an anti-magic barrier.
Right. But this bitter flame character shouldn't be able to perceive us in here, right?
You hold the book, you tell me.
What's my best guess on that?
Make a religion check.
Heck. Okay. Oh, that's actually really good. That was a terrible roll, though. But it's still 17.
17. As far as you know, he said deities. Salishkar is not a deity. Salishkar is an archfiend.
Yeah. But that's lower rank in power than a deity, so surely...
You don't know, yeah, but you don't know the details. You're free to make any other assumptions.
Okay.
I've given you the information of
Sure, yeah. No, absolutely. Well, Salishkar is archfiend. Surely that's less powerful than a deity.
The power is not what matters. What matters is the appointed title, the origin, the spark of the divine.
Oh, well, I do not carry a spark of divine from Salishkar or his deity. Neither.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Well, that's tricksy then.
Gerald, how about rather than arguing details, you just explain how and why
Well,
you have this mark,
Rudy,
and why
it's
it doesn't
little-
really affect anything that we're doing here with it.
It's a little bit more complicated than that, Rudy. Look, so here's the thing. How do I explain this sufficiently? I didn't enter completely knowingly into the contract which has given this mark, right? That should
But
be
you
safe
signed
to
the
say.
contract nonetheless.
That's also complicated, but it wasn't completely willingly. It was unknowingly, is how I would put it.
So you're saying you came here without knowing this was the location of his prison?
Yes, actually, that's completely true. I knew that it was.
Make a deception check.
Is it not? Am I not? I don't know where.
You
it
knew
actually is.
you knew that the entrance was under Sham's claw. That was the description.
I thought that was a
we found in the
metaphor.
library. Quite literal.
Oh, it's literal. Well, then
That's such a Gerald thing, though.
That's a player mistake.
No,
though.
that's such a Gerald thing. Gerald would have gone, oh, that's clearly a metaphor. That can't mean that. But no, it's literal. So technically you do know those words, which means I understand the deception check here. That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
I'm not trying to deceive anyone, though. I believe that.
Ignorance check.
if that's
Yeah,
Ignorance
you're
check.
feel free to make it a persuasion then.
sure, yeah.
Oh, dear.
20.
20. So you did not know that the reflected city was through this way?
Through,
That
no.
you had to come here?
Yes. Look, because we're working again for the Black Queen of Evanspire, and we're trying to stop the undead army that's
Do
being.
you have any
formed
proof?
of that we're working for the Black Queen?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll pull out one of the missives.
You,
And
can't
he
pass it
just
through the
keeps he keeps standing there and just holds a hand out.
barrier. Gerald,
Oh,
send. I'll do it, Gerald.
No. Can we just agree that we won't attack each other if I lower the barrier?
while they're discussing this, can George tie his hair up with his ribbon and say, "Trust me," and start talking?
Go for it.
Trust me. I haven't known these guys long, but I do know the position they're on. I know the type of people they are, and I would not be with them if they were the type of people I've met in the past. They are actually true, and they're some of the most honest people I have met in this plane. They would not come here intentionally to destroy anything. They're actually here to help the Dragon, as far as I know.
Oh, George,
I
that's
don't
very
know it. Shut up, Gerald. You're making things worse.
As George is speaking, you all get this sudden sensation that, yeah, that's right. You get this compulsion almost. This, yeah. There's obviously George is a straight up fella speaking the truth.
Hang on, does Rudy's polymorph drop?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But you all know that George is telling the truth.
Well, naturally. So,
And as you do that, George, there's definitely a relaxation, and Yarig squints in your direction a little bit. I've never seen a trick like that before. Huh. So you are really here to simply talk with Sean?
yes, that has been my hesitation from the start.
I am not a fighter. I would rather talk things out than fight any day of my life.
Yes, I would rather not
See.
engage in any violence. Here's the thing: I don't. Oh, look! I think we're. Does he look visually sort of like he's not?
He looks a little bit more relaxed. Like he's not as
Right.
stiff holding. His arms are
Sure,
now
sure.
like a bit more relaxed.
And the golem behind him is chilling.
Yeah, it hasn't moved. It almost did
Okay.
like a did a power down almost.
yeah.
Yeah, it just
It's like, okay, so I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to lower the barrier. Let's all be cool, yes? And I'll dismiss the wall of force. I'll be like, here's one of our seals from the Queen.
he takes it.
And now I'm just going to, just so that we're completely open book here, quite literally, I'm going to show you the contract that I've inadvertently signed, and you will see that there's a section of it that specifically says if it's detected that I am working against the bitter flame, blah 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 consequences, right? So I'm just going to show you this bit, and I'm not going to say or imply any of those things. And I'm going to
Show the contract.
show him the contract.
Yeah, and as you walk up holding the book out, there's a hesitation. But he reads through like the section you're pointing at. Do you have it in front of you? The contract? Like in text as road you have it?
I
Accessible?
don't think I actually have a proper copy of it.
Okay, hold on. I'll have a look. I only have quickly accessible the draft, but it might be enough.
Oh wait, no, here. No, I have like a bit of it. I've written down the bottle of the bound in the scorching sea and the reflected city, and free Zalishka and the 999 if this is not done within 5 years, or if Zalishka deems person striding from the path will have being and essence ripped into the bottle of the bound and become the 1000th demon.
I see. But Would that not mean that if you turn back from here, you are breaking the path?
Well, I've still got time, as you can see, and I'll flip to my death countdown.
Yeah, which is to be fair, currently counting down in seconds, and it is.
Yeah.
You have 612 days and a couple of hours.
So yes, as you can see, I've got a little bit of time, though concerningly not that much. However, contracts, you know how they are. I'm sure that that there can be a mutually amicable resolution, as it were.
I will believe you for now, Gerald.
Oh, thank God. That's very reassuring. Thank you.
I mean, if you want, we could just tie him up and leave him out here.
Hey, no. You'll do no such thing, Rudy.
I just want to help.
Also, let's just say I'm not the only obstacle between here and Selishkar's prison.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's good to know.
And also anyone who has made it through, or anyone I have let through for any reason, I have not made it back.
Ah.
Wait, as in just through this door, or to wherever this place is that
As in
Gerald
it's
isn't
a-
allowed to go?
As in, it's a great place and they really wanted to stay there?
I don't know, I haven't been there myself.
Oh, well. Here's
Wait,
hoping.
Hey,
Ah.
are we... Hold on. So you're saying just through that door is somewhere else entirely? Is that what you're saying?
In a way, but this door is not the way to the reflected city.
Oh, okay. I was worried I was going to be sent somewhere that I had no idea.
Oh, no. But wait, you're saying the reflected city is actually quite literally, not figuratively, under Sham's claw?
Yes.
Gerald, is that really...
Well, it's
Very
important. I
literal.
thought it was some sort of metaphor, Rudy.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter now. We're here to go talk to Shams. Can we just... Oh, I'm under a lot of stress. I'm sorry. I just don't want to...
Turn into a pile of bones. Too late. Oh,
Now is not the time to be making jokes, Gerald. I expect that out of Arthur, but I don't expect that out of you.
Look, I'm nervous. Okay, there's a lot going on for me right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on for me too. I can't feel my fingers.
You've been a skeleton for weeks now.
But I could feel my fingers earlier. Now it is different.
Oh, you thought you could feel your fingers earlier. That's what it was.
And as you're having this conversation, the earth elemental starts backing up and fuses back into the door, and the double doors start opening inwards, and you see a dark change.
Hey, thank you so much, Evidoa. Hey, mate, how you doing? Welcome back, Raiders. Hello. How you all
And
doing?
Yorick says,
Hope you're all going
"Looking
okay.
forward to
Hey,
these
Nutty
films.
Tart. Hello. Bubble Wrap Blue Jay. Hello, welcome back, mate. Hope everyone is well.
Yorick
Welcome
waits
to our
for
campaign.
for all of you to pass through the door.
Deal Cripple, hello.
Yeah,
Welcome on in.
back to regular screen.
I can't believe
Hold
I
on.
walked away out of that.
Ooh.
There we go. We're back. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hey, the Drac. Hello.
As you enter this next chamber,
We
Gerald, you
are
realize
about to
very
get
quickly
into a very
in the
nitty-gritty
ground
situation.
is a
We're about to
secret
chat
room
to
within
an
the
dragon. So please enjoy. I do have to get back to the game, but I will chat to you all via the text chat when we get in there. Evidoa, as always, thank you so much for the raid. I'll chat to you in the chat in just 2 seconds.
All right.
Well, as you can imagine, Shams is quite big. It would take some time to actually walk all the way to a place where we can communicate.
Right. I suppose it did take us some time just to wind our way
Yes.
down the horn. As it
So
were.
when you all are ready, step into the circle.
Arthur steps in.
Yeah. Arthur steps in and very quickly vanishes.
Oh,
that is a
active. All right.
fun
Well,
trick.
cheerio then. Takes a step in.
Step through, yeah, and you disappear.
George is
Nana
gonna
steps
hold Nana's
through.
hand.
Yeah, Nana holds George's hand, and together you step through and disappear. Rudy, you are now left alone.
And they get.
Uh,
Oh, and that means polymorph.
oh.
Is that going to be on?
Wait,
him
are we
still?
too far away now? Does the polymorph fail?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was talking to chat. So now that George is far away, does the polymorph drop?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's a
cool.
concentration spell.
It's a concentration. So it's like, okay, cool.
Okay.
So Rudy, for a second, like, look, is sort of standing there very awkwardly with Yari and goes, "Sorry for the misunderstanding before. I'll be going now," and just steps up to the circle.
You disappear through, and as you step through, all of you are gathered, and Yarig appears in the circle. And I believe it's a good spot to take our break. A little bit early, but I need to use the facilities.
Yep.
So I think
Yeah,
we'll,
no, that's okay. Yeah, that's
Very
right.
take your
good.
break here, refill your drinks, go to
Awesome.
the bathroom. If any people
Yes.
in any of the chats have questions, let me know. I did
Yeah.
see that someone posted a question in my chat, and if one of my mods could dig it up and have
Oh.
it accessible, that would be great. I'm gonna be right back.
And
Yeah,
I
no, that's all
owe
good.
chat one dab, so there you go.
Nice.
I'll
I'll be staying. Is anyone else staying?
also stay.
I
We just got
will be staying, yes.
I kind of want to talk about what just happened.
before, yeah, we'll actually do that because we just got raided by the always wonderful Everdoer, who also does quite a lot of D&D content. And I was kind of
Nice.
explaining to their chat what was going on, and then so it's good that we can do it verbally now.
Yes, I had someone just come in and miss something too, so it'd be great if we could go over things.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah. We had a raid on this side as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, first of all, welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Greetings. Welcome.
We find ourselves inside an dragon, and Bubba, hang on, who asked me? Nutty Tart asked me, how did we end up inside an dragon? We literally knocked on the door.
This is
Uh,
where we were meant to be.
It also turned out the door was a horn.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently our party is about yay big. The dragon is just
Yeah, like
gigantic.
what we thought was a large mountain range is in fact just a part of its back.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
And the
It's
reason
big.
is very big. And the reason we're here is we're currently on a mission from the Queen of Ebonspire, which is I think one of the major cities of the land. And we need to chat to all the dragons in the land. And,
She's almost certainly a dragon, right?
we think she's a dragon, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, this was the first one we found. We've crossed many perils. We fought the big bad accidentally on our way to this dragon, and it was a tie. Go figure.
Yeah.
And yeah, we turns out one of our party members shouldn't have come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rudy.
Excuse me, just because the protection.
Actually, two.
Yeah, two of us.
What?
Oh, dear.
What am I missing?
We're laughing.
Recapping a bit.
Yeah, we
Okay.
had a few raids come through, so we're just recapping a
Yeah,
little bit. That's all.
doing
Yeah.
a short recap of
Yeah.
this session.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Do you want to explain why Rudy shouldn't have come here?
Yeah,
And
so
what Rudy currently is like now?
yeah. So for those who don't know, Rudy has an interesting relationship with his deity Urgathoa. He displays the commitment to that connection by literally being under a curse of body rot, and apparently Urgathoa's protections are keeping him alive more than he thought, because when he's entered an area where the deities cannot sort of interact with, he suddenly felt a lot more dead than what he actually is, because normally he's missing, a fair amount of skin.
I would say not more dead than he actually is. I think he finally found as dead as he actually is.
I think you were feeling your decay.
Yeah, so
Bit of an
really,
eye opener, maybe.
Yeah, an eye opener for the man who has
Especially
The
no
man with no
eyelids.
eyelids. Yeah.
He has
Um, Well, he has now, yeah, thanks to George and the polymorph. But yeah, so my character's lost his protection from his deity, which means I reckon if he spent enough time down here, he'd probably die quite quickly. And yeah, that's always fun. Always
I
fun.
still can't believe we talked our way out of that.
That would have been
Yeah,
a
I mean-
bad fight. Because we want to be
would've.
nice here.
It might have
it
been
really
worse
would've.
if we hadn't revealed the book now and it had happened when we were in the city.
That could have been worse.
I don't think we could have talked our way out of it when we were in the city.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, we'll never know now.
We'll never know.
Which
That
one?
might be for the best.
Yeah.
Talk yourselves out of which one?
Well, if the book was revealed later, like if it was like we accidentally revealed the book later on, that could have been worse than accidentally revealing it now. So I think that the lesser of two evils happened here.
Also, I do want to point out that if George hadn't pulled the trust me move,
Yes.
this could have gone very differently.
It's the first time
Oi.
he's shown that too.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
It
Like
is
we don't even
one-
know the
it's-
nature of it.
yeah, it is one of George's relic abilities.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Very
See,
cool.
I told you, George is a good guy.
So again,
Trust me.
again, for those of you who are joining us externally or from raids, so our characters have access to powerful relics that contain powers based on their history or events that happened during the campaign. Like Rudy, he was very lonely as a child, so he has a little pig figurine, and its primary ability originally was to essentially become alive, and it would be his companion when he was, well, it could have been his companion when he was younger. But yeah, all the characters have access to these sorts of things, which started out, just as little playful abilities, but now have become very powerful in certain situations. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think the quick recap would be Rudy has a pig figurine. Gerald has a hat, very much in the like the sorting hat in Harry Potter. Arthur has the wedding band from his late wife. George has a ribbon from his younger sister,
Oh.
and Nana has the spoon her mother carved for her from one of the trees in Vendoria.
Yeah.
A big wooden cooking spoon.
Yeah,
that she
we
uses
did
to
have a
smack our
question.
lumps.
We did have a question. Terms ask, what software are we using for the battle maps? It is a live camera feed, and I have a table with the map on it.
Yeah.
But we have been discussing maybe moving over to Foundry
Yeah.
in the future.
And we're just using Discord video for the for bringing that across to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
So
that's a pretty good.
it's just. Well, I think that's pretty good.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we get back into it?
Shall we get?
Probably.
Yeah.
Unless.
Oh.
No. Cool.
No. As you step through the teleportation circle, you reappear in a cavern, no longer surrounded by walls made out of solid bone. You have almost formed out of glass, this shimmering, pearlescent, opalescent, this kaleidoscope of colors on the walls. And in front of you, for those of you who can see in the dark more clearly, there's a single light source near this teleportation circle that is reflected by all of these crystals embedded in the walls. George, it is too far away from you to perceive, as you are currently within a light source.
Okay.
But for Nana, Arthur, for Gerald, in front of you is a massive, massive closed eyelid stretching 200 feet from side to side.
Oh shit.
And it opens ever so slowly and ever so faintly, and light spills out into the chamber as it opens merely what for a normal eye would have been millimeters. Someone squinting very lazily. The eyelid opens dozens feet to reveal this magically lit orange jello living fire beneath the cornea, with a slit pupil, the iris aglow, the eye of Shams.
Jeez.
Well, we can cross this off our bucket list.
Uh, yes. Yes, we can.
When you look at Arthur, his mouth is just open. He's lost for words.
Hello?
Goose is going to be so unhappy that he missed this.
George,
George still has no idea what's going on.
Why are you guys? What's going on? Why
There's
are you saying
a
hello?
big eye in front of us. Like,
What?
really big. As in...
Like, like the thing in the cavern big?
Bigger. Big. Like, building big. Several buildings big.
think like a small city big.
Oh,
Think
Can we go
like
back?
you could casually stroll for a minute, and
Wait,
that's how
hang on.
long it is.
Are we being rude? Should we stop being rude? We're probably being rude.
Hello?
Shams?
And you feel a sensation, all of you. Not words, but an emotion, intent, seeps into your minds. With a sense of welcome. A greeting. An empathic greeting comes into all of your senses.
Arthur's gonna shiver.
Yeah,
'cause
Yarrick
he's like, what
says-
the heck?
Yarig says, Chums can no longer move, having grown too big. It is hard to communicate. That's why my job for the past few years have been simply to write down his last will and testament as his passing is close.
Oh, that's actually quite sad.
Yes. He raised me, Yarig. Starts walking over towards the wall that is now just a massive, half-open eyeball.
Arthur's
The
gonna
eye wall.
God damn it. Roger, please.
Roger's worse than me.
Arthur's gonna go and walk behind him very slowly.
Yarig walks up, like, fairly close, just staying now maybe 40 feet away from the eye, near its middle, just looking up towards it.
Arthur follows.
Holy moly!
Surely you know,
Anonymous,
Shams,
thank you.
that these
Whoa.
people have come to talk to you.
Holy
One of them
moly,
bears the
thank
mark
you.
of the
Thank you
bitter
so much
flame,
for the
but
gift of
swears.
subs. I really do appreciate that.
The word
Thank
of
you,
his
thank you,
compatriot, they swear that he does not mean to.
I really
release
appreciate
the
that.
bitter
You're an
flame.
absolute champion. Thank you. I'm glad.
Or
Oh,
that
dear.
in-
Thank you, mate. Thank
More
you.
accurately, they are here on other business.
Yes.
And there's a
Everyone in
sense
chat,
of
make sure you do get some hype
uncertainty
and
that washes over
and
all
love in the
of
chat
you.
for our
Like,
anonymous
almost
gifter,
like
please. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Gerald,
Yes.
I think you might be best to explain why we're here.
Yeah. Yes. Well. Shams, pleasure to meet you. I'm Gerald, the wizard. Giving a sort of greeting, very. He's clearly a bit, just staggered by the
a
size of this.
localized heat wave comes upon you, Gerald, and you have to stumble back and correct yourself.
Rudy puts a hand on Gerald's shoulder to sort of like steady him a little bit.
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
the emotion that washes over the chamber now is untrue.
Oh.
Okay. Shams, greetings. My name is Rudy. I assure you, we have come before you to talk of an issue that's plaguing the land at the moment.
If you do not mind, I would like to translate.
Oh, Yari, I'm
if-
so sorry.
It is quite hard to sometimes understand what Shams is saying. I believe, Gerald, you're speaking an untruth.
Oh, what untruth would that be?
And you see Yareg looks toward Shams, and the eye, like the pupil, very slowly moves, like just a few degrees of an angle, and looks towards Yareg. Shams claims that you are no wizard.
What? I'm pretty
Rudy
sure
takes
I'm a
the
wizard.
hand off Gerald for a second.
He's not a wizard.
He's not a wizard.
I mean, I've got a book. I cast spells. I've been to wizard school. Does that not make me a wizard?
And Yareg looks towards the eye. Not in a traditional sense.
So I'm an untraditional. Look, this is all news to me. I swear, I'm pretty sure I'm a wizard.
What would Shams call Gerald then?
And
There.
Hexweaver, Witchmaster, Warlock.
Oh,
Warlock.
Do these terms have
Your
any meaning?
powers do not come from your learned magic. It comes from channeling powers of a higher being. It comes
no.
from
they're my own powers. I just learned them through the book.
but the book was given to you by a demon.
Well, I woke up with the book, so perhaps.
Yes. So the magic that you cast is the magic of a demon granted to you. It is not something that you learned through years and years of study and practice. Even though you may have used years and years to study and practice, your magic, in fact, comes from Selishkar.
Well, that's that's a bit of a wet blanket, I must say. I thought that the power came from within me. That I was learning these this magic. He was saying that all this time I have been doing nothing and just
Maybe more like a conduit? You tap into the magic of Selishkar and use it, but according to Shams, no, it is not your own, either born or granted, or learned, born or learned. And then there's a moment. Wait. And Yari looks up. Anyway, it is not important. Shams simply does not like untruths.
not important. I thought I was a wizard.
Gerald, while this may be shattering your entire, awareness of who you are, we have a more important thing to deal with
More
here.
important.
I will, Gerald. I can explain later. First, let's. What did you want to talk to Shams about?
Oh yes.
Why don't we let Rudy take over? You seemed a bit frazzled there, Gerald.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to help explain, but Gerald is always a stickler for the details. I don't want to take up too much of Shams' time, but we were wondering if how aware Shams is of the goings-on outside of the desert. Because we have become aware of a potentially very large undead army being led by a fiendish lady. And
As soon as you say the word undead, the eye moves quickly this time, not like sluggishly, but in the blink of an eye, it just shifts over towards you.
Yes, yeah. So we were essentially sent by the Queen to gather information on, has something like this happened in the past? If so, was there anything that could be done to maybe assist us in, taking care of it? And I mean, again, we are group of people who some may remember more details of our mission. Darcy's memory is a little shoddy.
We've been sent by the Black Queen to get the proof that the dragons still exist because the council in Ebonspire don't believe her, and it's yes, obviously you still exist, and so we're here to get some sort of evidence. And I'm not a wizard.
And any information on taking care of undead armies would also be fantastic.
And the eye still locked on Rudy. There's this, the temperature starts rising in this chamber, and there's just this ever so faint shiver of the ground.
I'm Biiiiig, am I in trouble? Have I said something I shouldn't have?
No, he's rambling. You said an army of the undead.
Yes, quite
So
a sizable one.
someone is gathering them. They are not just stray occurrences.
Yes,
No, absolutely.
They absolutely are.
Led by a fiendish lady who did this.
Yes, a sucky bitch.
We don't
That's
actually
a
know
name for her.
we don't
yes,
actually
thank
know
you,
her
George.
name still.
No, we
right?
don't. We don't know her name.
Yeah.
But they're organized, yes.
Very organized.
Actually, hold on one second.
And it appears as though they're all drawn to a certain point. Which leads us to believe that they're organized.
Do you know where they are going towards? Biiiiig asks.
We do, actually. They are heading towards, was it something cauldron? Rudy's whispering to Gerald. What was it,
Well, when we were in Bora, they were heading north at the time.
That's correct.
But I thought we had a location. My memory is not what it used to be.
Let me check my notes here. This is quite early on.
But heading north.
Yes, north from Bura. That probably doesn't help. You've been here for a
No,
while.
no idea.
Yeah, no, that's fine. North from some of the most southern pieces of the land.
And then, as you say that, there's the large eye of Shams squints a little bit, and you're
Here it
is
is.
Alaj not dealing with it then?
No, not exactly. So, yes, here we are. Heading to Fiend Stronghold, the Citadel, the Cinder Furnace under the Citadel.
As soon as you say that, the eye locks onto you.
Oof.
Okay.
And Biiiiig says, "Did you say the Cinder Furnace?"
Yes, that's where they were headed. As far as as far as we were able to find out, that's where they were headed. Yes.
But that should not be.
What do you mean?
The Cinder Furnace is in the abyss.
I don't even know what it is.
It is the stronghold of Suriel.
Oh?
You know, that makes sense.
That makes 100% sense. Because yes.
Suriel, the Paladin Princess, right?
What? No. Suriel
No?
is not the Pallid Princess.
Urgathoa is?
Yes.
Thank
Well-
you. You have settled a very wonderful argument for me. And when he
Wait,
goes to
Are
say
you a follower of Urgathoa? And there's
This one, yes.
Yes, however, I firmly... yes?
Oh, fuck.
Is that not a good thing?
there's a moment of Biiiiig looks towards Shams.
I mean...
And then sort of just what do you mean not important? Fine. Sham
Of
says
course
that
it's not important. It's like who you follow a king. Just because you live in a kingdom doesn't mean that you believe everything that the king does.
yes, but Urgathoa is the goddess of the undead and plagues.
However,
Told you were
Mike,
undead.
now is not the time, everyone.
And plagues, you're not going to
Now is
infect
not the
us, are you,
time,
Rudy?
Gerald. So, however, in my communications with Urgathoa, as brief as they have been, Urgathoa has only ever requested / urged me to destroy the minions of Suriel.
Well, if Suriel is, using Urgathoa's name, I would definitely understand.
So technically, Urgathoa also wants us to defeat, by proxy, defeat this problem.
Why
can
would
see that.
Why would Suriel say that Urgathoa is stealing the name of the Ballad Princess? It's
I
all
don't
very
know.
This is all very confusing. Deities are weird, man.
And then Rudy leans into Gerald and goes, "However, I was right. I told you so, and we will discuss this later."
Yeah, well, she's still shit.
Sorry, I'm just really happy that has been cleared up for us.
No, Urgathoa is the Pallid Princess.
So
So
why would
Suriel?
Suriel
Suriel is
claim
not.
that?
I don't
Unless
know. Suriel
she-
is not even a deity.
What?
Oh.
She's on par in power, in the might, and therefore bound by the deal made with your dragons millennia ago. But she's not a deity.
But
Do you think maybe she wants to take Urgathoa's role and title?
Maybe.
Maybe that is the end goal of this scheme of hers?
I will have to look through my library. I've written down, as I said, I've written
you have a
down
library?
everything that I have an office with some books. Yes, I've written down my tomes are recollections of Shams. The Red
That's-
Guard
Oh,
of generations past write down Shams' story
would
so that it can be
Oh.
passed on.
Is there any chance we could, at some point later, perhaps have a read through?
Definitely.
Um,
Definitely.
but I mean, as
This is important.
yes, that's what we've been trying to say. This is very important. And I think Gerald also did remind us of another point. As we've discussed, we have been sent here on behalf of the Queen. However, the Queen's entourage doesn't quite believe that the Dragons still exist. So if there was any way we could also receive proof that Shams is here, which would then also allow us proof that they still exist elsewhere, we could then continue our mission to contact as many Dragons as we can for as much information as we can.
And possibly any assistance that still may be provided, because we seem to be
Outmatched?
quite targeted and quite outmatched at the moment.
We only barely survived our encounter last time against the Fiendess.
I'm not so sure how to bring proof. Do you have any suggestions?
Oh,
Nail.
And then Yaring turns around.
Your nail.
Are you shitting me? And like
Oh
starts
no, shit!
looking
No,
towards
we don't.
looking towards the eye. And you see Yaring step out closer and like puts his hand on his hips. Are you joking right now? Please tell me that you are pulling my leg.
We don't want a leg
Jeez.
either.
What is he? What is?
I am
what is
not
it
talking
saying?
to you.
What is he saying?
Well,
Shams is claiming that it is his time soon enough already, and that he could relinquish his essence as proof, and it could be brought before the queen.
I'm sorry.
What would that? Hold on. What would that mean?
It is the final task of the Red Guard.
We didn't come here to kill an dragon.
No,
before,
that's not how it
or
works.
something.
You cannot kill Shams. Shams will choose when it's time.
but before he
Wait.
goes, surely there must be something that we could do on behalf of you. You must have, like you said, you're doing a will and testimony. Is there any wishes that you'd like us. We can fulfill out anything to do for you. Like
It is
to-
not.
well,
It,
not quite
quite-
everything, but
it is more the information of Shams that needs to be passed on. The
George,
last
some-
job for me, if you do not mind, and Yarek like gestures towards Shams, and the eye blinks slowly. As you know, Shams has grown too big, can no longer move. He's tired, weary, but he's still powerful.
Sorry,
But
George.
as he can no longer soar the astral sea, he will have to relinquish his essence to find a new host. And my job is to write down all the recollections, all the memories, all the stories of Shams, his life, essentially. And then I will take his essence. I will find someone willing to take it into themselves, and I will bestow upon them his story, and they will become the new Shams.
Do you get to choose this person?
I'm
Is
not
it-
sure I would say person.
Being?
It needs to be a dragon.
Oh,
So I can't
Preferably
say.
a red one, and looks towards Shams.
what happens to the dragon who becomes Shams? Do they stop being themselves?
No, they will just be Shams as well.
Okay, well that is fascinating. Essentially a form of
So-
reincarnation.
What if the Shams version and then the them version disagree on something? Would that be like an internal fight? Would they just be
No,
fighting
because
all
it's
the
still
time?
just one person. It will just have all the memories of Shams, the
So
knowledge,
is
the power.
is the Shams before us not the first Shams?
Looks like almost like. It is the first Shams to land on Dramonia.
oh,
Interesting.
The Ur-Dragons hail from the astral sea, floating, flying from star to star. But some came here to Dramonia. And as they fought the gods of your world, they were weakened. They could not leave, and then they grew too big, and they were stuck.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I certainly don't have any better idea of aside from. I mean, if they want to know dragons exist, the
Well, I
literal
suppose if
essence
you-
of an dragon.
We could bring a scale, I suppose, if that would do.
But we could have gotten that scale from any dragon, really. What? I don't know what.
Well, someone knowledgeable enough of magic will be able to tell what kind of dragon a scale comes from.
Plus,
Well,
if I tell them it's the
That
truth,
is
we'll
that
believe
is
it.
true. Actually, I was
You're right,
I was
George.
indeed sold a fake, and I was able to ascertain it was a fake. So
Yes,
I-
the
I think it should be up to our big friend Dragon here. They should choose.
I
if
agree.
They want
What-
to choose to give us a scale or their essence.
yeah, I would hardly think it's a decision we should make.
I agree. I think we stop talking about what sort of evidence we need, and we go, what do you want to do in evidence you give us?
Yarek just looks up. I think Shams might need some time to consider.
Of course, that
No
that is
problem at all.
completely understandable.
But
Well-
there is another matter at hand as well.
Oh,
Mhm.
He looks towards Gerald.
Hmm?
You still carry the mark of the bitter flame. It cannot be overlooked.
Yes.
But your friend spoke the truth for you, and you seem well enough.
well, friends. But
Thank you.
Yarig can sense that you walk with Nethys. But there is also
Yes.
another. There is another. But of the three entities that
I've
vie
got-
for.
I've got a lot going on.
Correct. But the three entities entwined with your essence, two of them are working against the bitter flame. If
Quite so.
anyone comes seeking the reflected city could truly do something unpredictable, Shams believes it to be you.
I aim to please.
If willing, I can bring you all to the entrance to the reflected city.
Oh, I think I must.
I feel like, as you said earlier, Gerald, if you do something against not going, or against going to the reflective city, you'd be trapped in a bottle for eternity, correct?
That's kind of the gist of it. Yes.
I mean, I don't want to carry around a bottle labeled Gerald for the rest of my life.
Oh,
so
it won't say Gerald. I'll tell you that much. But
It'll say Warlock.
I don't even know what that is.
Yes.
Look, I self-identify as a wizard. And I think that's fine.
Wait,
No
would,
matter
would
what
any
a
of us
giant
really
eyeball
know what a
says.
warlock is? Like, that seems like a very particular
No.
term.
Would George
I'd
have
say
heard it?
George, make an Arcana check.
All right, that's not my forte, but we are going to try. We are going to fail.
Yeah, no
Oh,
idea.
Yeah.
I would like to argue.
We are
the
gonna
wording-
roll a what?
You would argue what? What did you say, Orb?
I would argue that we would have had some warlocks in time in the guilds, so I would think Arthur would.
No, because warlocks wouldn't work the same way. The way they work is very different because they are connected to still higher power beings.
Yep, no problem.
You've only ever met a single warlock so far in the journey, and the only one who we're told it was a warlock was Gerald himself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, or figured that was a similar
Yeah.
conduit
Yeah.
to his own. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have another knowledge-based question, Joseph.
Okay, go ahead.
When you mentioned that these Ur dragons had been in astral plane and through stars and stuff, would that include the Star Wilds? Would George know anything about them?
Make a history check.
Again, not my
Ooh.
forte, but we'll see. Probably not.
9.
Oh, George.
It's-
George isn't
it-
very intelligent.
It's tickling a memory,
Mm.
but you don't have any details. You might need some time to really think about it.
Okay. They also might be called something different from where George is from, too.
Possibly.
Look, and I'm going to sort of turn to the rest of the party here, more addressing them. Look, I know that this isn't necessarily what we're here for, primarily, but I feel that while we're here, it would be folly not to at least investigate the city and see if there's any information that can be gained. And I don't think I would survive it by myself necessarily, and I would very much appreciate your company.
I mean, technically, it would be up to our leader, wouldn't it? Would it not?
I guess. Esteemed leader, what say you?
Oh, is he
sir?
esteemed now? That's.
You-
Oh,
a fancy title.
he's always been esteemed, Rudy.
You rang. You like some leadership over here.
Arthur,
Like
you are
hot air.
you are always claiming to be the leader of our little group here.
Let's go with Gerald. Let's have some fun supporting our friend. Well, I don't know if fun is the
George
word.
is free to go. George, you're not part of you're not bound to us
Oh.
in any way.
I see.
But no, you have a free spirit. You are free to do as
I
you wish.
did. George, would you like to come?
Am I welcome?
You are more than
Of
welcome.
course you are.
I would appreciate your assistance, George.
How hard was that for you to say?
Gerald.
Yarik says, That sounded very difficult. Good for you, and just slaps you in the back. And compared to when Goose slaps you in the back, this is like being hit by a maul. Like you're smacked to the ground.
I feel like I would do just like head, feet, and just whoop, poof.
Pretty much. And then after doing that, Yareg walks over to the cavern wall and just puts a finger through the solid glass wall and just starts carving out a shape with his finger.
Does it make that like glass sound? Because Arthur.
Yeah, it's like
shivers.
and then just snaps out this like little, then looks at it, pulls out a bit of a knife, like just holds it out towards Gerald, this glass rod, like it's about like 4 or 5 inches.
Thank you.
You will need
What
it
is it?
if you plan on coming back.
Oh, I
Oh.
definitely do that. Yes.
That's right. Didn't you mention that anyone who has gone there has never returned?
Yeah, it's a one-way portal.
Ah,
All right. Don't lose that, Gerald, because as much as I like to help and support you, I do like coming back.
Feel free to make an
Yes.
Arcana check.
I will do just that. Not bad. 18.
You would assume, based on context, this is probably a tuning fork that would bring you back to this ish area.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you have
Alright.
anything else you want to speak to Chums about? Of course, we will go through his journals, and we
Yes.
can see what is written about the undead, the
Yes.
Suriel or Gatoa.
Yes, yes. I would very much love to go through all the information there. I'm sure there's some very important tidbits to be gleaned there to combat this threat.
I
Oh.
also have a question. You say
Yes.
you've walked planes before. Do you know how to control it?
And looks towards Chums. And you feel something within you as the eye slowly turns towards you, George. You feel a heat, like a pleasant heat within you. And all of you see like the spots all over George's body start lighting up.
Oh.
And then they fade, go back to just being pale spots. And Yarig says, When you are ready, you will be able to go where you please.
How will I know when I'm ready?
And Yarig just shrugs.
That's helpful. Right. Kind of just head a little bit down. Obviously not the answer he was looking for, but he's quiet now.
Arthur turns around.
No.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Arthur turns around and he just goes, "We'd like to thank you, our friend from the Vanguard of Black."
And as you say that, the eye slowly shuts and then opens up back. Just ever so faintly, just this little sliver, like a new moon almost. You just see this sliver of light. And Yarig turns to all of you. So, where would you like to go first? My office or the reflected city? And he gestures towards. You can see there is almost like an illusion because of how reflective the walls are. You didn't see, but now that he's pointing it out, there is a cavern, like a path that leads eastward.
I don't know about all of you, but I would probably prefer to do the reading before we go to a place we may not return from.
Well, I was. What is that you got in your hand, though? Does that not send us back here?
Nope.
Oh, then of
Well,
course we
I
better
mean-
go read.
although, I mean, not sure about.
This is more for if we find a way to get back that this can provide a beacon or an anchor to get to where we want to go.
My thoughts on it is, wouldn't it be more prudent to allow Biiiiig to go through their library and their books where they know exactly where most of the information is, to find the information that we're looking for while we're doing something else?
Well, that's quite a good point there, Rudy.
That and...
No, I want to read these books.
Yeah, but I also would not like to die.
Well, I don't want to die either, Rudy.
Well,
Speaking of
I
which,
kind
how
of
much time has passed?
At this
Knowledge.
point, yeah, about half an hour, 40 minutes
Half an hour,
would have
okay.
passed.
I would say it's probably on the wiser side here that we go to this city, and we'll come back and read.
No.
You shouldn't have to read. The information would be gathered for us.
No, exactly.
No. Before we go in, I need to know what I'm walking into. There is no way we're going in there unprepared.
But-
And there's going to be information in this library, presumably, that tells us things about the city and increases our chances, perhaps, of
But
getting back here.
if there isn't,
And you see, as you
takes
say
more
that, and look,
time.
Biiiiig goes,
And increases our chances of getting back
but
here.
this prison was created before Shams arrived here.
Right, so... Also, Biiiiig, would it be safe to say that our connection to the deities would no longer be severed there?
Oh, and Biiiiig turns around. Shams, apparently this one dies if disconnected for too long.
Yeah, it's a personal problem, but a problem that I choose not to alleviate myself of out of reasons.
Shams says that when you leave this chamber, you will no longer be affected.
Oh, thank you,
But
Shams.
whenever you are within his direct presence,
That is entirely
will-
understandable.
George, what's your
Mhm.
thoughts? Should we let the confused wizard to read some books, or do you reckon we should go to the city?
That's just rude.
Yeah, he's a
think
warlock. Arthur, get it right.
I should start calling him a warlock. Yes.
No.
While I believe getting information on a situation can be important, it is not the most important thing, especially considering our group. No matter where we go, something's going to go wrong. I've learned this in the short amount of time I've been with you. Everything goes wrong.
You know what? George is not wrong. We do stuff up a lot.
Besides, I honestly think Gerald needs to learn to be less book smart and more street smart. I'm sorry,
You know what?
Gerald, but you need to learn to get out there and
I'm
have a bull
sorry.
up your
I'm
ass.
sorry,
No.
Gerald.
I think that knowledge,
Come on, Gerald, you've been outvoted. Let's go. Arthur, you grab one arm, I'll grab the other.
Yeah,
being
look,
prepared is half
I
the battle.
I gotta pull rank here, and as Rudy's got one arm, I've grabbed the other. Let's bring
Rank.
rank as leader. We're going. Come on,
This is a
George.
terrible idea. No.
Oh, wait, Nana. Come on,
Yeah,
Nana.
Nana's
Yeah,
also
Nana's
holding hands
tagging
with
along.
George. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, and Biiiig just stands there and says, "Well, good luck. Just follow the tunnel, and you should arrive before too long." I say too long, but it's more like a day and a half.
That's all right. We
We have the means of
can
walking
feed
fast.
ourselves. Yes.
Okay, good luck.
But there's danger.
Thank you again.
As we round a corner, the last thing Biiiig hears is danger.
And I can just picture like going back to the dragon, just like that is a dead group.
Yarn's like, well, I guess we're not seeing them again.
But you start heading through this tunnel. There's no light here. Most of you can still navigate or have dark vision, but you are surrounded by these glass walls. The cavern goes between like 5 and 15 feet wide here and there, and it just goes and goes and goes. And you, hours later, you start feeling tired. You Arthur's body clock would probably say that you're midnight, maybe.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You set up your camp, Is there anything specific anyone wants to do?
Tiny
Might be
hut.
It might be a pain, but would nowish be a good time for another break, or are we gonna go?
Do
for
we
it?
want one?
I could probably use a quick bio.
Yeah.
Okay, we will go on a quick break. And real quick, I would like to double check with Guda. How are you feeling on time and energy?
Yes.
That's
I can continue going if needed. I
okay.
can
We'll
also
see where we
sleep
end up.
If
We'll see where we
Either
go.
way.
But we will be taking another super duper quick break. Go to the bathroom, refill your drinks. Any questions, post them in chat, and we will
Just
be
a pee break.
right
There we
back.
go.
It'll be like 2 minutes. It's not a competition. Proceeds to say why his is harder. I wasn't looking at the game. I was looking at chat. What do you mean? I can't pause the game. There's spicy horses in the blizzard, and you want me to stop to dance? Alright, we danced, okay? Oh dear. Just, wait, where to go? Where the fuck did... What? What the actual fuck just happened?
Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
Okay, I didn't mean to come back in here, but this could be... I mean, if we're smart, we might be able to use this to our advantage. We might be able to... Cheese! Grommet cheese! Hold on. We need to do... Hold on. Cheese Grommet! So we're down to just smacking him now, which is fine. Jellyfish with the distraction. Love to see it. Oh my god. Oh baby, the jellyfish! The jellyfish has poisoned him! He's poisoned! Oh my god, he's actually poisoned. Oh, and the stab in the back to kill him. Oh, that was so good. No, I died. I'm not dead. Oh my god. Jelly Beans is dead. Yes! Fucking on like the 6th try!
Long ways. And you put a corn on the cob in between, then eat it. Are you eating a corn on a cob on a carrot, or a carrot on a corn on a cob?
Yes, I said
And
it was
I
a
will
carrot
say-
cob sandwich.
I have never had corn on a cob, so I don't know.
Really?
It is
It's pretty good.
delicious.
Cooked on
Well,
a barbecue.
Especially
Corn on
if you
the
add a bit of butter to it. Just let it melt over.
Mm.
I mean, if the carrot is on both sides, is it not a corn on the cob on a carrot with a carrot on the corn on the cob on the carrot?
That's why it's a sandwich.
It's a carrot sandwich.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
carrot
it's a
cob
carrot
sandwich.
wedge. It's a carrot wedge. It's a corn carrot wedge.
Or is it a sand arrowt?
Carrot cob.
A sarret.
A sarret.
But do you want to know what Yarig calls his weapon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The sword.
Fuck's sake.
with a capital
Literally,
T.
it is.
The sword. Yeah.
Yeah. In
Bruh.
his stat block, it says the sword.
That's actually amazing. That's actually amazing.
And I will
does
tell
wanna-
you, he does a minimum of 12 damage per hit.
and he would have
he's
just
got-
gone for Gerald straight off the bat.
Yeah, and he could his top damage potential without critting is let me do some math here.
Oh God. The fact that there's
46
maths to
points
do.
of damage on just a
Tremendous.
hit with his sword.
Arthur could survive that.
Yeah,
Unless
but
he's got a
Oh,
second
he
one.
he also has the potential of doing
The
5 attacks per round.
sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he can then attack the second time, then I'm fine.
So
Yeah,
he
no,
would,
he's got-
potentially
he's got-
kill 2 characters in 1
So
round.
he's a fighter
the-
class, isn't he?
No, he's multi-class because he can also quick and spell haste himself.
Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
gonna
Love
do
that.
a guess. Fighter monk.
No, he's a fighter sorcerer.
It's fighter
yeah, that
sorcerer.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone
he's a draconic
has
sorcerer fighter.
haste in the group, right?
Don't
No,
believe
Or am
so
I
when
thinking
I
of
say-
something else?
I
I might be thinking of a different group.
But
Oh,
let's
dear.
get back in.
Yes, let's get back to
back
it.
in.
Rudy's gonna figure out a way to ask him to make a bone hammer. That'd be pretty sweet.
I'm also gonna mark. Everyone feel free to take a long rest. I'm gonna
Okay.
take a long
Alright.
rest for Nana and also
Oh,
check her
yes.
spell.
All right, long rest.
long
Take
rest.
One long rest.
Long rest.
We're
Take
gonna.
long
We're
rest.
actually gonna
Good point.
remove. I don't know what Cuddly would pick for Nana, to be honest, for a 6th level spell. There is.
Easy.
Stuff.
They are fully charged.
Ooh,
High
nice.
five.
Ooh,
Excellent.
nice.
Also, I didn't come back exceptionally loud again, did I?
No,
When I
you're
moved?
good.
No,
No.
I'll come back okay?
Uh,
Sweet.
How's my volume? It keeps dropping suddenly. My mic
Yeah.
is.
Right now, it's good.
Yeah, now it's
okay.
great. Yeah.
There are times where I'm not touching my mic, but I look at OBS and it's dropped to half the volume again
Mm.
without
Oh,
me
weird.
touching or
Yeah.
doing anything. So, if my volume gets really high or really low suddenly, feel free to just call me out because
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
no
hear
worries.
it.
We'll do.
Will
Thank you.
do.
I don't know what spell Cuddly would pick in this scenario.
that one right there.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm just double. Okay, we're preparing that one.
Yeah,
I mean,
that one.
Cuddly can change it when she pops in.
Cuddly told me
Makes
in
it-
my mind that one.
Oh,
right
okay, that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
there. For those who don't know, Cuddly and I are mind melded, so back and
Hmm.
forth messages, real time,
Mhm.
guys.
And I'm Twitch husband, so I clearly don't know anything because
No, us husbands tend to be...
as a husband, I always choose the wrong thing.
Yeah. It's an
And
unnatural...
as the
it's
wife,
an
that means
unfortunate
I
power.
choose the right things.
Correct.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's
Yep.
a lot of pressure.
No, it's not at all. It's essentially whatever you select is always correct.
That's
It's-
correct.
there is no pressure. It's just,
It's,
yeah, you
no
get what you
matter
want.
no matter what it is.
Scares
it's
me.
great.
Anyway,
Okay.
we take our long rest.
You take your long
Yeah,
rest.
long
Was
rest.
anyone going to do anything specific during the long rest?
just doming it up, you know, little
Doming
tiny
it
hut.
up.
Let's
Perfect.
not risk the wrath of a fiendess tonight. Let's just be chill.
And also, as Rudy, when the polymorph from George dropped as you were walking, you felt fine.
Okay, that is nice to feel.
Quick question, Rudy. I had to kind of guess what you would look like, since I have... Was it close?
Well, you met
Can I get a
Rudy
dinner?
back in Bora before he started decomposing.
Mm.
Yes, but
But
I can only...
The
do
colors
three
might have been
images.
off, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, look, I was a little patchwork, I'm not gonna lie. My skin color has gotten a fair bit more pale recently. A little grey in some areas too. But all in all, George, you did a fantastic job. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it.
Maybe I'll be an artist.
As you're packing up camp, Gerald, you feel something in the pocket of your robe. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Oh,
Mm. The sending stone is vibrating.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
we gave her
hang on.
another nightmare after she told us not to.
We did actually.
Yeah, we didn't
actually
give her
yeah.
any last night though.
No.
Uh,
Are you gonna?
Maybe she's
Are you
gonna
gonna
say
pick up-
finally.
You have to,
Yeah,
Gerald. You have to answer, please.
Hello?
Put it on loudspeaker.
Yeah, you
loudspeaker.
You-
Beep, boop.
you hear the voice of the fiendess come through saying, "Well, I had a great night's sleep last night, especially after finding out where Shams is." That's all.
Okay, so she's definitely tracking that thing, right? We have inadvertently led her directly to Sharps.
So
should we go?
I think
tell
we
them?
should go back.
I think we should go back.
I think we should go back.
Yeah.
Yep.
We.
Oh, yeah.
Could we all just
how much
simultaneously without
how much
talking go
room do
180?
we have? Like in this cavern. This doorway?
You just had barely enough to make camp.
So we could get on broom, horse.
No, it would
Dang
be too tight to go like full speed because of how winding it is and how like the tunnel like grows and shrinks.
But
Alright,
on
so-
foot, we could do
Um,
Arthur's overland travel thing, though, right?
Yeah,
Potentially?
but it still took you a day on foot to get here.
And that's including
Kind of
Arthur's.
almost.
Take
It took
half
you.
a
It
day.
took you 6. Yeah, it took you about 6-7
Yeah.
hours.
So we're definitely outside
Right.
of 120 feet.
We need to go back quickly. That she is fast, and if we don't tell them, she can take all
Mhm.
evidence of
Can
them being alive.
Although, okay, maybe... Now hear me out for this one. Do we think Yarig and Shams are powerful enough to take her on? I mean, they are certainly more... They feel more powerful than us, and we
Yes.
did manage to force her to a stalemate recently. Maybe they could hold out.
But
I-
Yams
I
can't
think-
move.
I think the fact that that she is fully prepared to. I mean, she was looking for where Shams is. There's got to be a game plan there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, is there any way... I mean, your broom is about as fast as Arthur's abilities, right? There's no way we can get back with less than half a day.
I don't know if how fast are we traveling with, or how fast were we traveling down to this
60
spot?
feet around. 60 feet around.
Okay, well I can go a little bit faster on the broom.
I don't know if my horse has enough room. Wouldn't be able to go full speed, but
No.
What if I take myself and George, I suppose you seem to be this, because I can converse back to Nana, but I can't send to George. So what if I take George on the broom and we is at full speed,
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
and then
Arthur, Nat
I'll
and I
message
just-
you when we get there.
Yep. Perfect. I'm sorry, George, but yeah, it's you or Nana.
You
And
better not drop me, is all I'm saying.
I mean,
Just hold on tight. You'll probably be fine.
besides, it's a good opportunity for you and Gerald to bond.
Sure. Do you want to hop on here?
Yeah. And George is gonna hold on so tightly, you might be able to like feel his hands like through your skin. Because this is gonna be very disorienting.
Oh,
He
yeah,
can't
that's
see, and
right.
now, like the equilibrium is gonna be all off for him.
Oh yeah.
This is very uncomfortable, I can imagine.
I mean, you know what? While they're going, Arthur, I still think we should move towards
Yes,
Sharps. We should still go.
definitely,
They
definitely
will
so.
get ahead.
definitely.
All
So.
right. Well, we'll take off then. Hold on tight, George.
Mhm.
Yeah, broom.
Yeah, and you start going, and for Gerald and George, you keep going. You broom full speed. It still take you just over 3 hours to get back to Sham's chamber, and the eye is closed, like completely closed. Looking around, there's nothing here. You see the little dent where Yarig made the tuning fork, and you see the circle, the teleportation circle.
Shams, are you aware, my friend? Dragon? Dragon?
You feel a wash come over you, like an
Yes.
affirmative.
We just got a very taunting message from the succubus, who seems to be in command of this undead army, and it appears that she had a way of perhaps tracking us, and her message was very taunting and saying, "Thanks for showing us where Shams is," and we rushed back here as quickly as possible to alert you.
You get a sense of reassurance. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure? Well, so you know, do you want us to go tell Biiiiig? Or you could probably have that under control. Can we do anything? I feel very responsible in a way.
Yeah, and as you finish that sentence, Biiiig appears in the teleportation circle
Oh,
with
Biiiiig.
with the sword on his back.
The sword. Borderlands style.
Look,
entrance.
I'm gonna put at the end of the session. I'm gonna put reference art what this character is based
Oh,
off
yes.
of. You'll see.
Biiiiig.
Yes.
Bad news. We just got an incredibly taunting message from the succubus.
Shams told me. Yes.
Oh, good. Is there anything we can do? Very sorry that we inadvertently led her to your location.
I think we'll be fine. There's plenty of natural defenses, and I'm pretty confident in my own abilities.
Do you need anything from us? Can we offer any assistance?
If you want to assist, you may, but I'm not saying that I necessarily need it.
All right, I'll message the rest. We came ahead. George, I'll pull out the
okay.
book and I'll start
So-
writing a message.
The succubus seems to be really strong against suggestion type spells. Kind of annoying, I'm gonna be honest.
The only thing I suggest is death, and he just puts a hand on the.
Fair enough. She likes to fly to get out of range.
I can
Another
jump
annoying
pretty
thing-
high.
Oh, fair enough.
She's primarily a spellcaster.
Oh yes. And she
perfect.
seems very Gerald, what's the word? You have words where she's not affected by things. What's that word?
Resistant.
That one. Yes. She seems
Yes.
very resistant to a lot of things. Like
Good things I can whack many times.
she also seems to be able to cast many times. So
Yes, she
She-
tried to
she
tried
gets
to
enough
disintegrate us a
time.
couple of times. So
yes, disintegration. Oh, and she teleported some people away. Like
That one sounds annoying, though.
yes.
That one
It-
sounds
But if you break her concentration, she seems to drop the spell.
Oh.
Because I hurt her and everyone came back.
yes, she tried to banish our friends to God knows where. Okay, message. I'll message Rudy because Nana's not here. Dear Rudy, this is your wizard, Gerald. Or I guess maybe not wizard. I don't know. Anyway, Shams and Biiiiig says they'll be okay. But that's 25.
Fuck's sake. Sorry. Sorry.
All right. Dear Gerald,
Are you saying this
this
out loud,
is
or-
Rudy. Magic Hands McGee, your cleric.
I hate this so
Edward.
much.
Oh
I
my
hate
god!
this so much.
These are the worst Kate.
Are you saying that out loud as well? Or are you saying
Rudy
it
would be counting his. No,
Did
because
Gerald say it out loud?
Rudy doesn't know. Rudy doesn't know it's 25, does he?
Probably
He knows
not.
it's short, but he knows it doesn't know. So he wouldn't be counting. He would just be. Okay, so he's got another. What has he got? Another 15. Good to hear that they seem okay. However, your message got cut off. Could you?
When I hear this, could I what? Dear Rudy, this is once again, your wizard Gerald. I'll keep saying wizard for now, in lieu of knowing quite what else to refer to as. Anyway, they might use our help, potentially, if we... That's it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. No.
He's going to dare. Oh no.
Hi again, Gerald. Now is not the time for debate on who or what you actually are. Should Arthur, Nana, and myself continue to walk?
I want you to know there's literal tears in my eyes from laughing. It was the best.
Dear Rudy, once again, Gerald,
Oh, my
your wizard, thank you for your understanding vis-a-vis my status as your wizard.
This just in, a message from Cuddly. I hate it here.
Yes, totally. Yes, totally.
Please do make haste, though. That's 25.
Thank you, Gerald, for clarifying. We will continue to make haste towards Shams's chamber. However, I do recommend that you figure out a better way.
This reminds me of like Lord of the Rings, where the trees are all talking to each other, and it's been like 4 hours, and
It's an
they're like,
moot.
"Oh, we have just said hello."
I will say because of how specifically Gerald's sending spell works, you can communicate freely. Since you're not in combat, you're not pressed for too much time.
But this is so much better. I would like to hope, like, as Rudy says, a better way to Arthur, Nana, and Rudy round the corner. Like, we round the corner to Shams's chamber or something.
But it's not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, eventually you all come back, but it takes a couple more hours. You all return to the chamber, and Yarig comes back, as you do, and says, "So, what is the plan?"
You have my bow.
I am not sure I need it.
We're here to help.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
We feel responsible. We accidentally, alerted our greatest foe to your location. We feel like we should help and
Help defend.
Yeah.
And you
Okay,
said you
I
have
suppose.
incredibly safe spots to defend from, yes?
What? No, I said we have natural defenses.
Gerald, were we not meant to continue? Were we meant to just keep what? Gerald, you didn't put this in the message at all. The message clearly said, "Dear Rudy, you're..."
Yes.
And then they're scrambling on for the next 5-10 minutes.
Yes, well, the thing is, we don't know when she's going to arrive either, mind you.
Wait, so she's not the one on the way right now?
Well, we assume she is.
Are you able to tell?
Oh, Yarig is able to tell. No, Shams is able to tell Yarig. There is someone walking through the desert from the south, coming this way.
Walking.
Oh, walking doesn't seem her style, I must say.
And Arthur, you would remember that when you landed here, you spotted someone far to the south as you traveled, coming in this direction.
Arthur realizes that there was someone, remember, walking. I do remember seeing that now.
But again, she doesn't seem to want to walk.
No, she doesn't seem to walking. What if she went and sent someone else in her place?
But she was almost here. She attacked us just before we hit the desert. Like,
And then-
why would she leave and then send someone else?
Because we got her good.
We did get her good. She
You also know
knows
that you traveled a fair distance to get from
We
where you
did.
fought her to here.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Gerald, did that sending stone send another message?
Why
Yeah,
don't
you
you just
never
ask her where
responded.
she is?
I could message her again if you like.
yeah, let's give it a go. Why the
ask-
fuck
I
not?
can
What?
threaten her.
Why don't ask her, is she herself coming or is she sending a friend?
Like they're gonna say that. I think we need to reword our questions of like let's taunt her saying
Ask
that
her if
we're
we're worth her time to come personally.
Yarig, did you want to say anything? I don't.
here.
What? No.
All right. Well, what should we say then?
well,
Something like "Can't wait to see you again"
Yeah,
for
we gotta-
round 2 or
yeah,
something.
we got to taunt her into spilling the beans. If we
Okay,
just
how
say,
about-
"Is she coming?" or "Are you sending
How
someone?"
about looking
She's gonna just
forward
laugh
to-
at ourselves.
What do we just say? Like, looking
If-
forward
Looking
to kicking your
forward
ass
to-
again.
Wiping the floor with you once again, something like that.
Yeah.
See you in your dreams.
If you want me to threaten her because of the dreams, I can speak to her.
Well, I think that's perfect.
Oh, yeah, you do have a way with threats, George, I suppose. Here, I'll hand George the sending stone.
Yeah. What language does she speak again?
As far as you know, common and abyssal.
Okay, so I don't need to use a thing. Okay. So I can threaten her the normal style. Yes.
Mhm.
All right. So what exactly do we want? We want to know where she is, maybe what she's up to, if possible.
It is a sending stone, so it is locked to the 25 words of a sending spell.
So it's probably
Hello.
best that I
This
don't do it.
is
Yeah.
Does anyone explain this to George?
I would assume we would.
I think probably by virtue of the item, when you go to use it, you'll get just a instinctual knowledge of how to use it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you guys are notorious for not explaining things to George.
Yeah.
So
I'll,
I
yeah.
had to ask.
well, I'll tell George what I know of it, of how to use it, of course.
I had
Yeah.
to ask.
Yep.
All right. So, can I use intimidation through the sending stone?
Depends on what you say, but it's possible,
yes.
yeah.
So, where she is.
Maybe less where she. What, are we taunting her to reveal if she's coming herself, or?
That's correct.
We
yeah.
we wanna know.
Who that person is.
But she's
What-
not going to
well,
tell us. Like it's
No,
sort
no.
of.
Yeah, because what we want to know is whether she's sending a proxy, and if we can wean any information out
Well.
through that, then that would be ideal. But I'm not.
I could taunt her and say that she's too scared to come herself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
that would've
yeah,
worked,
like sort of letting her know that we know that she's not coming herself,
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh, I see you're too afraid to come yourself," and
And could call back to the dream and say something like, "I'm always watching. Remember, don't come after my friends."
yeah,
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. Hello, sucky bitch.
Oh.
Did you think I wasn't watching? Don't have the guts to come yourself, huh? Knew you were a coward.
Oh my.
I think you
lord.
got 5 left.
Yes. Don't mess with my friends.
Nice.
Okay. You're not gonna need to make a check. You get to
You
respond.
called her a coward. You don't need to make any check. She coming. She coming.
You get the response through the stone.
Mhm.
It says,
Oh shit.
"Well, you won't be able to keep an eye on me for long, but I'll keep an eye on you. I have more important business to attend to, and for the record, my name is Jalira."
I took a second glance at her.
We got a name. We got a name.
I can send a
Jalira.
psychic glance at her right now.
Wait, can
No,
you?
it's still no, it still
Oh.
has the like 500 feet range.
We got a name. We have a name for the big bad now, ladies and gentlemen.
Imagine if I
do.
could have just struck her right then.
Ah,
Dude,
Oh,
I know
I got so
I know psychic
excited.
lance as well though.
it's so good. That's. Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry, I got so excited. I was like, oh,
Yeah, no, that's huge.
so Jalea?
Jalira.
Jalira.
I'll put it in the thing.
Jalira
thank
the
you.
sucky bitch. I like it.
The
I like
sucky
it.
bitch.
So I taunted her not only in making sure that we knew that she wasn't coming, that she's working on something currently, that she is indeed watching us, not just tracking us, but watching us, and we got her name out of that.
Yeah, that was massive. Now, maybe we should shatter the stone.
Yes, I
because
think getting rid of
think
the
she's-
stone is the next.
Well,
So happy now.
does it seem like the most likely thing that's being scryed on?
What else could it be? There has been
Well,
no other object that we've picked.
I mean, you can scry on most anything, really. Would I, Josie, dungeon mistress? Would I assume, or from Gerald's knowledge, is it likely something connected to us having the sending stone, or would I believe that it's kind of irrelevant and that she could just scry on us from,
Pretty irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we might as well hold on to it then. If she's going to be scrying on us, then that's not much we can do about it at the moment.
And
Unfortunately.
honestly, I don't know about you, but it brings a little bit of lightness to the overall dark of this journey and the perils of it when we know we can, sling a few words back and forth.
Yes. Well, I guess, yeah, better than nothing. Yarig, George, do you want to tell him what we learned?
The sucky bitch. Excuse me, sorry. The sucky bitch is a coward. She's not coming herself. She has ulterior plans, apparently, that she's working on now. Her name's Jalira. What a bitch name, right?
Does that mean anything to you or Shams? By any chance?
No, doesn't ring a bell.
All right.
Oh, and she's watching us. And when he
Oh.
says watching us, he holds the middle finger up to the sky.
Well, so she is not coming herself.
No.
No.
Would we assume that whoever she sends is stronger than her?
I mean, how would she have the ability to command someone stronger than her? Surely the
Then I will
Empress-
not need your help at all.
I would
mean-
be concerned, though, in case she does have someone. What if she does have someone? What if she commands
Okay, Gerald, the very
an army
nice
of,
gentleman
like,
has said that they are fine.
people
Arthur,
stronger
I
than
think
her?
this is another one of those times we grab the arms again.
And we've
and
merely
we take,
scratched the surface, Rudy.
Yarig, we're sorry for ruffling all the feathers. With
Fine. Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
exactly, and
Yes,
again,
that.
we felt a little responsible.
But I will
Anyway,
be fine.
You know what? I believe you. That is a very impressive sword you have there.
Yes. Also, in worst case scenario, I'll just, I'll just call Pookie.
What?
Okay.
Pookie?
Yes. Yes.
Is that like
What
a
is a poop?
friend or
What
a
is a pookie?
dog or
Would you like to meet Pookie?
Maybe?
I mean, why not?
Is it dangerous?
I mean, if you're standing too close to his mouth.
Where is its mouth going to come from? Looking
Wherever
around for
he.
him.
Yeah, Yarig also starts looking. I don't know where he is right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We'll see Pookie, and then we'll be on our way again. How's that?
Okay. And he just inhales. And just let out this scream and just screams, Pookie! It just shakes the whole chamber.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he just says,
no.
and he just starts feeling these reverberations through the floor of the chamber.
Oh no. I think I know
It
what's
says-
coming.
And then he says, look, there! And just this shadow is coming towards the wall.
Oh, God.
It's a sandworm, isn't it?
And out of the wall comes
Out
a
of the worm.
a glistening, spectacular purple worm that
Whoa.
just burrows
Ah.
through the wall and slithers in 30, 40 feet around the group of you.
Whoa.
And he just starts scratching it aren't you a good boy? Aren't you a good boy?
That is
And-
simultaneously the most adorable
Yeah, the
and
mouth-
horrifying thing.
The four-lipped mouth just opens and you see the rows of teeth and the acidic saliva wells out and starts just hissing on the ground.
Oh, I am glad we did not. That we resolved this amicably.
Are you hungry, Pookie? Are we gonna eat some bad people, Pookie? Yes, we are.
We are not the bad people, by the way, Pookie.
That's
we
not
are
us.
we're the good people.
Okay, Pookie, meet me upstairs, okay? And Pookie, it just burrows all the way around, and you see this thing is a total 150 feet long, and then goes into the hole it came from.
So cute.
That's adorable.
And it's
You know what?
sparkling. It's it's
Ah.
sparkling glitter in the
I
light.
want one.
Oh.
You know what, Yarig? I suddenly feel much more reassured that you and Charms will be completely fine. Don't you agree, Gerald?
We will be fine.
I would not want to face either of you. That's for certain. Shall
For mechanical benefits, I can tell you they are both CR-15 creatures.
Ooh.
They're
Ooh.
fine. They're fine. Let's,
Ooh.
yeah. Okay, shall we now again spend half a day and make our trip again for the second time?
Sure.
Yeah.
But
you
do contact us if you need to.
I will do.
I like your
And he walks
enthusiasm.
into
though.
he steps into the teleportation circle and disappears.
Oh. Shams. Sorry to bother you again, Shams. We should go and let Shams
Yes,
rest.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get
Let's go
back down.
again.
You walk back. You reach the same point essentially. You make
Yeah.
camp.
That's where our
And
fire
you
was.
keep
There's a
going.
skull. It's right there.
Yeah, you find your own campsite. You rest for the night. And by midday the next day, you reach a chamber where the ceiling is not this glass structure, but the red hide of Shams. And it's a big chamber. It's 100 by 100 feet, but still you can only see what is essentially the palm of Sham's hand.
Oh, wow.
And you see in the middle, with 4 corners depicting these figures, almost like gargoyle-like figures of demonic entities. One of them has a leonine face, a human body, and is holding a whip. One has the face of a snake, and its legs are also just witherings of snakes, but it has human arms. The other 2 are further away, and you can't quite see them, but before you lies a basin with a still surface. It looks almost like water. It looks very much like if you would imagine a Roman bathhouse structure. These fine tiles that have these patterns, mosaic patterns of swirls all around. There's magical runes through the edge of this rectangular pool. The surface is perfectly still. But as you look down, it is not reflecting the palm of Shams. Instead, what you see below you are buildings, stretching high, sandstone buildings. And they look like, as you're looking down, it's like you're looking from the ground, and you see the buildings stretch upwards into a dark chasm.
Well, I guess we found our reflected city.
Yes. Gerald, before we go in, plain terms, no fancy wizard language. What are we doing here?
Well, so the reflected city is quite simply where the bottle is that holds Salishka and his 999 demons.
Right.
Wait,
And
that's a lot of demons.
It's a lot of demons, yes.
it's, one demon is debatably too many demons.
I would agree with you quite fervently, yes.
Why are we going there then? You've got me concerned, Gerald.
Yeah, I think a bit of transparency on everything would be nice.
I vouch for you. Don't make me regret this.
Well, look, the contract that I've spoken of, yes, that I did not intentionally enter into, just again, is for me to release Zulishka and the 999 demons from the bottle. However, I think we can all agree that that would be a terrible thing. Yes?
Does it have to be on this plane?
It doesn't have to be anywhere. And there's nothing to say that it has that as a certain god of magic pointed out to me, it doesn't necessarily have to result in his freedom either. The terms are simply that he's freed from the bottle, not that he leaves the city or that he leaves wherever he enters after leaving the bottle, right?
So, we're here because if we didn't come here, you would probably spontaneously combust and be sucked into the bottle yourself.
Yes, precisely.
Right. So what you're now? Please correct me.
And
if I'm
as Rudy says that, you have very clear flashbacks, Gerald, of the gnoll Faran being dragged into a pile of smoldering flesh.
Oh. Oh, maybe I'll be the 1001th demon.
I mean, that's an odd thought, but
Wait,
this-
Doesn't really have the same ring.
you're not 2 though. You said 999 and then 1001.
Oh, yes. So the gnoll. Remember when we fought the gnolls?
yes,
Yes.
the gnolls that caused Arthur to get very difficult to deal with. Yes.
Correct. Yes. And if you'll remember, there was the bonfire there that had the cross thing, which was literally identical to the symbol on the book, which is the symbol of the bitter flame, which is Zalishka.
I'm actually infuriated that I didn't put 2 and 2 together then. But yes, go on.
Yes. So he got bodily dragged into the fire. I'm afraid that might be a very similar fate that I could potentially obtain.
Mm.
Okay.
So there's 1,000 demons that we could potentially believe.
Well, if it was a similar contract and a similar punishment, then there could well be 1,000 in there now. But the contract only says 999, so
So we
one
can
of them
leave
will
the
have to
gnoll
miss
in
out.
there.
Yes.
See, there
well,
you
the
go,
gnoll
Arthur.
might be scared of us. Maybe we want to leave a
Maybe-
scarier one. in there.
Also, doesn't the contract say that I'd become the 1,000th demon? Is there already, if there's already 1,000 in there, then surely that's null and
Oh,
void.
maybe the contract's null.
Oh, maybe I don't have to worry
no.
about it at all.
The
Oh,
no.
that's fine.
George, now is not the time. Please.
No,
Right.
George is right. Maybe this whole thing's just I don't even have to worry about it.
Surely,
anymore,
it
right?
being a magical contract, if it was void, the countdown would have stopped.
Yes, it probably has, and I'll have a look at the countdown again.
It's still counting.
Well,
it would
I guess
currently
that-
be saying 610 days.
Well, I guess that is not the case, and I guess we're still fucked. Well, we'll just close that.
I mean, we're not, you are.
Well, look, we're a team, aren't we? Right, guys?
I mean,
Yes.
we're standing before the place where we might accidentally release 1,000 demons.
Well, we're not.
Yes.
Look,
Also,
I've had
teams
my
are
time of
strong
accidental. Sorry, what was that, George?
I said team's a strong word, considering you said I wasn't a part of things.
I never
earlier.
said that necessarily. I'm sure. Look, you're here, right? You've. Look,
I think what Gerald meant was that you're not bound to us. So if something was that you disagreed with and you didn't want to follow, then you would be perfectly within your rights to not follow. We are bound to our mission. We must pursue it at any cost.
Well, not at any cost. Let's not be too brash. I'm not prepared to die over anything.
Apparently, you were when you signed the contract.
Well, yes. Well, I was drunk at the time. Okay, look.
I don't think you should be allowed alcohol ever again.
I agree, and that's why I abstain.
Anyway, I know you. Are we going in there with a plan? Are we just going in to tap on a
Well,
bottle and go, hello,
yes.
is anyone home?
I would have liked to have gone in there with a plan that I gained from the knowledge of our
There was
dragon
not
patron.
going. Yari clearly said that it was before Shams's time and not in the books.
Well, who knows what there is about
Oh.
Zalishkar in there? There could be something.
Just jump in the puddle already. I'm assuming we're jumping in the puddle.
I have no idea, but we're going to find out, I suppose.
Gerald's first.
Really? Shouldn't we send the muscle in first?
I don't have any.
Oh. Together then?
And Arthur is a long, tall, thin elf. He doesn't have any muscle either.
I would beg to differ. And he starts flexing.
Oh, yes, look, strong. We should send him in
Okay,
first.
you know what? Arthur is strong. Arthur, grab Gerald and jump in, will you?
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, what?
You know what? I'm the leader. Let's do it. He sort of hooks his arm in and jumps,
Whose idea was this?
Yours, actually.
jumps through.
Jump
So
through
you
with
step
Gerald.
in. Yeah, you grab Gerald and you step in, and
Oh.
the surface ripples, and Gerald and Arthur, they disappear, and instead, as soon as they completely disappear through, they appear as reflections that turn upwards. And Arthur and Gerald, for a moment, you get vertigo, and your equilibrium shifts as all of a sudden up is down, down is up. Gravity just does a full 180 on you, and just. And the first thing that hits you is just the wind. The wind and the sand is whipping in your face. And looking back where you came from, there's just stone. Just like this tile pattern of a spiral.
Of a spiral.
Well, it's a spiral-esque pattern, just as
Yeah,
is.
right. The sand is a bit much.
It's
Mhm.
yes.
And
Very
looking
unpleasant.
behind you is a dead end of sandstone wall.
Where we came from.
Yeah, behind you
Mhm.
is just a dead end.
Can we set up our way back?
I sort of like have a bit of a prod at this dead end and sort of, knock on
Feels
it
like
a little bit.
stone. Yeah, stone.
Solid.
I think George.
What is Rudy, George, and Nana doing?
Well, I think George mentioned. Did we think of a way back? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
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 What-
Well, Gerald did receive an item and was told that was a way to get back.
Okay. I thought he said that we had to set up a specific location first.
No, that was what
Okay.
the thing was for.
Oh, okay.
Okay, George. They looked like they were a little confused when they go through. Did you want to hang on to myself and Nana as we stepped through?
1 second. Digs through his bag, brings out this furry thing, throws it like next to him. Gray bags of
Okay.
tricks.
Go, roll for it.
I get a wolf.
A
A wolf.
Oh,
So your pouch pet ball turns into a dire wolf.
one
Yes,
wolf.
And can I climb on its back and then go
Yeah,
through?
you sure can.
I am now on a dire wolf's back, and then I'm like, all right, now we can go.
Yeah. So, Gerald, as you're standing there, as Arthur, you're scoping around the nearest vicinity, there's a shimmer in this spiral pattern on the ground. And up, just the first thing you see is just the snout of a wolf coming through. And it's almost like it tips into existence. Like, not like it's coming
Oh.
straight through, it tips up.
Oh.
As the wolf lands, you see George sitting atop it, and very quickly after, you see Nana and Rudy also. They just like, almost like in movies when people step over edges, but gravity follows them. That
Mhm.
kind of effect, just whoa,
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
exactly like in Labyrinth.
That is
and
an
you-
experience.
Yeah, and you look around and you just see these sandstone walls. Some of them have windows, dark windows, but you see no doors anywhere, and you're currently in a dead end. But you can see that there is a path up ahead that turns to the right and to the left.
So, Gerald,
Yes.
I'm thinking. Remember last time that we
Mhm.
were doing something for your book? A little arrow appeared on it or something.
Oh,
Do you
yes.
think the book says anything about where we go, and then maybe we think about going the opposite direction?
Well, I do actually want to go in the direction because the whole reason I wanted to come here was to gather information about the prison, what's actually required to open it, as well as I'm trying to get information on what my options are regarding all of this.
Well, surely, if you leave here without doing the task, you'd be.
Well, I
Dead.
simply may not be able to do it right now. That's why I need to know what's going on. If I don't at least have a look, I feel like it's a wasted opportunity to get information and be more prepared.
You open the book, and there's indeed a marker.
Quite astute, Rudy.
Oh, I was just thinking back to that house, the haunted house. That wasn't haunted, but with the mirrors and the.
It was
the
very
angry,
spooky.
The angry lady who came in afterwards.
That was very scary.
I did talk her down before you came back. One of my more proud moments.
Oh, very nice. All right. Well, shall we follow this once again? For lack of anything else,
Let's go. Let's
let's
follow.
go.
Okay, you start walking, and very quickly, immediately, you walk. You are in this passage that you're in. You can see upwards, and these sandstone walls go 40, 50, 60, 120 feet up into darkness. Ahead of you, you come to an intersection of these walls. And there's just sand and wind blowing. To the left, you see another intersection. To the right, you see that a path goes and then seems to cut off. But just to the right and immediately to the left, there's a passage as well. Where do you want to go?
So I mean, they both look pretty similar. Does the is the book providing any sort of like pathway? It's just an X marks the spot, and
Yeah.
Can Arthur have a look at the ground and see if there's anything that's been traveled on or any distinctive footprints that one's
Make a
more
survival
traveled?
check.
Oh, survival's not great. 18.
18. With the winds perpetually blowing through these corridors, just pushing sand everywhere, is really hard to tell what's walked where. The only thing you spot is that as you look around, you look up further down the corridor to the right from where you initially came.
Yeah.
And as the sand blows, it's almost like the sand is gathering onto something. You see a figure become formed out of the sand. This wail of pain, hands up. It's just made out of sand as it blows. And then, as the wind keeps going, the sand is just blown away and the figure disintegrates.
oh, I don't like that.
Arthur realized that and he just sort of, look, I don't want to swear too often, but holy fuck.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. We are in this place is haunted.
Screaming sand person? No, thank you. Opposite direction, please.
In the opposite direction, you have another T intersection.
Arthur
Leads
does
to the
same
left
thing.
and to the right.
Oh, actually, you know what? I have a wonderful idea. Now, when I was young, I did a few brain puzzles, like with like mazes and things. If we put our hand on the left wall and we don't let go, we will make it to the end. It may take a while, but
You know, there is logic to that.
Arthur's gonna look around again to see.
Okay, make a perception check this
Oh
time.
shit! Perception. Sorry, I'll not do so well. Perception.
Yeah, perception.
Oh, what 14?
14.
With a plus 10,
I
that is
need-
disgusting.
Give
What
me
from
just a
dust?
moment.
oh,
I
wow,
actually
you're,
have
you're
to-
like the rest of us suddenly in perception. Orb.
I got a plus 10.
Oh.
Yeah, your role is like you're now on our level. How's it feel to
That's sad.
your elven eyes?
to the left, you see that the path again turns to the right.
Yeah.
To your right, you see that it opens up into some sort of chamber, and you can hear very faint shuffling noises.
I relayed to the group that there could be possibly people down that direction. It looks like could be a chamber. Just a bit of shuffling. Could be friendly or foe. It could be a safe haven from the sand.
I hesitate to think that there's anything friendly in this place.
Could also mean a place to rest.
You said shuffling, though. I don't like the sound of that. If you want to go have a look, I mean, by all means, you're welcome to. I'll just stay back here and keep a lookout for you.
Rudy, George, thoughts?
Nana would say something equivalent to, "This is Gerald's task. We should let him decide."
You know what? I agree, Gerald. If you don't want to, then we can just go the other way.
Well, if something is shuffling, it's something that probably wants to kill us. So I think we go the other way.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so you follow the path to the left, it turns right, and you can see a long corridor, a few hundred feet down. But there is an opening immediately to your right, where you see what looks like a wall from a building has been almost crashed in, so you can see into one of these sandstone buildings. And it looks like it once upon a time would have been an alchemist's workshop. But the wind and the sand has just worn everything down. There's piles of sand up in the corners. There's broken vials. There's broken tools.
Mm-hmm. Well, have a bit of a look around there.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Where is it? Oh, hey, that's actually all right.
Can
What do we got?
Arthur go in and have a look as well?
Yeah, you can either roll investigation yourself or give Gerald advantage.
Nah, I'm gonna roll myself.
Oh,
I don't think
I
Gerald
mean, I got
needs
a
it.
plus
Gerald
8.
stuff.
I'm just saying.
Hey, never mind.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I got a +8 as well.
What?
Yeah, so Gerald, you're looking around and you spot something. And this entire place has a very faint light to it. You don't know where the light source is coming from, but there is one perpetually around. Above you is complete darkness, but the walls are to some extent lit up. It's dim light pretty much everywhere here. And Gerald, as you're looking through, you spot a glint, and you're like, "What's that?" At the same moment, Arthur picks it up.
On brand.
That's so fucking like Arthur. Oh my god.
And Arthur, among broken vials, you find it's actually like a little carry. You know, like those wooden carries for like beer bottles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you lift it and some sand falls off of it. And 3 slots are empty out of 6, and 1 has a broken bottle still stuck to it, but 2 bottles are still intact.
So when Arthur's got it, he's holding it out and goes, Gerald, I'm not drinking it.
That's a lovely change of pace, Arthur. Thank you.
I will admit I do want to drink it, but can you check it out first?
Well, if it's poison, you're more than welcome to.
Gerald, did you just say Arthur can go and drink poison? That's so incredibly rude.
And Nana would speak up. Nana would speak up and say, "If you gave me a moment, I could figure it out what it does."
Oh,
All right,
yes,
Nana.
if you could, Nana, please go right ahead.
I'm afraid of this, Gerald.
She'd
now.
need 10 minutes, but she'd whip out her herbalism kit
Yep.
and start testing some reagents.
Yep.
Or if you wanted to, you could ritual cast identify. Is also.
I mean, that would take the same amount of time, I suppose. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
But
just-
between the two of you, if you take 1 bottle each just to check,
Yeah.
you both come to the same conclusion. These are
Oh.
both potion of heroism.
Oh, interesting.
So if you drink it for 1 hour, you gain 10 temporary hit points, and you are considered to be under the bless spell without having to use
shit.
concentration.
That's pretty
Hashtag
good.
bless.
Yeah. Very nice. All right. So
Scares me
2 of
that
those
these
then.
have to be put here, though.
And looking around, Gerald, and with the checking around, with your investigation, with Arthur's help, there's definitely enough tools that if you took the time, you could scrounge together the equivalent of a small portable alchemist set.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I imagine Dana would absolutely want something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't know that alchemy is so much my forte, but Nana does like cooking, and my understanding is they're very similar practices.
If nothing else, Nana could just use the alchemy kit to, I don't know, enhance her soups.
Nana,
So I will add alchemy tools too.
and a bottle of heroism because I didn't take the bottle back from Nana, and I wasn't going to.
Okay.
So. And I left one. I left the other one with Gerald as well.
To be fair, if anyone's going to need it, it'll either be George, Nana, or Gerald for the extra temporary hit points.
So Nana has a potion of heroism.
all right. I will hold on to the other one, I suppose. Then.
Yeah. But it looks like this spot is safe as can be. Not that but you pretty freshly rested. What was that? Rested. Your body clocks would tell you that it's getting close to noon at this point, and you still have. If you want to keep going down the corridor, that's the option, or you can turn back and look somewhere else. But you're starting to realize that this is probably just as Rudy mentioned, a maze, and that's where we're gonna end for today.
Amazing.
Yep.
I had to.
I'm just gonna super quick. I have a full drawn out maze here, just so you know.
Oh, wow.
I've designed this
Screenshot.
Now you don't have to show us on the page, but when you hold it up, maybe on the back page, whereabouts are we? Have we got somewhere?
Just because I assume that there's no actual map in the book. It's just like a.
No, it's empty.
Yeah. Okay. So we just.
It's
need to
just
go in
showing.
direction. Oh my god.
I'm
mean,
gonna
on the
show
broom,
you.
could you not fly up and?
Well, you assume you would run into the cavern. It's all sandstone.
Oh, we're in a contained cavern. Okay, so it's not an open.
Well, that's
roof.
my understanding.
Well, no, it's
You have
blackness.
explored this much.
Oh shit.
Right.
Oh no.
We
This
got
is lovely.
we got a dungeon crawl ahead of us,
Oh,
basically.
no.
Yeah, I'm planning on making like a larger size map,
Yeah.
so we might have like a big
Sweet.
dungeon map.
Alright,
So this
Yeah.
is going to be a
Okay.
few Sundays.
All right. Well,
At least.
I guess-
Proper dungeon.
Yeah. Oh no.
yeah. Wow. Oh man. See,
You know what? I'm
this is
excited
the
for it.
thing because like Gerald as a character is such a different person to the way that I would want to, like me as a player wants to do. Because like I want to explore everything. I want to go
Oh yeah.
check out the shuffling. I want to check out the screaming sand person. Gerald
Oh, yeah.
does not. Gerald is not that kind of person.
At the same time, there's
I
nothing wrong
completely
with
agree
not
with
checking
you.
it out. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like
Hmm.
that's terrifying. No, thank you. That's terrifying.
Fine,
No,
no,
thank
thank
you.
Where Arthur is a little bit more like Roju, where Arthur's sort of like, what's down there?
but it is very much Gerald's
Yeah.
Gerald's personal quest here, so we should. I like
Yeah.
letting him drive a little bit more.
Yes.
I'm also very glad we didn't have to fight the first dragon we found. That was swell. That was
Yeah.
swell.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Mm.
I feel like that would have been
Yeah.
very
I
problematic.
just loved your faces when you found out the actual scale of the dragon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
it's safe to assume the others are also quite.
Yarik just
quite large.
casually his entire apartment is within the horde.
That was great. That was
Yeah.
great.
It's-
Oh dear.
God, yeah. Do we have any questions from any of the players? Any in chat about tonight's game or the world or anything? I know we do have some players that feel like they might want to run off and get some sleepies.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're
I,
okay.
I can say I plan on keeping it going. I plan on keeping the stream up.
All right,
Cool.
I know where I'm heading.
Yes.
That'll be easy.
Yes. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna play Tales of Symphonia or maybe some Lost Ark. I'm having some Lost Ark cravings.
Hmm.
You
I
lost
haven't
Dark. You
played
mentioned it
for
when
a
you
little
first
bit.
joined Call.
Mm. You did mention you wanted to get back into it.
Yeah, or Roju, if you've got time, we could spend a few minutes discussing details and character creation for your character for the other D&D thing that we're doing.
Oh yeah. I'd be happy
Do
to.
you want to keep on the D&D path?
Choo-choo.
Well, I'll also raid into you there, Josie. Then, if that's all right.
Okay.
And I'll quickly say
Mhm,
goodnight
mhm.
to my chat, and we'll do that.
The
Unless there's any
question-
questions.
Thank you, Orby. The question we do have a question: why is good at home in photo negative?
because I am matching my character for D&D. If you didn't know, George is blue.
Yeah, and
It
it's
has
just
brown
it's
hair.
just the easiest way Gouda could do it, like with a quick click of a button.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
hold on.
basically
It's
George cosplay.
It's genuinely a click of a button because
Now your CPU crashes. Now, okay.
Oh no.
don't bring that energy here.
No.
We don't bring that energy to this house.
Yeah, turns out George is just Nega Gouda.
Oh,
I actually
Or-
do have a question. It isn't
Oh.
a streaming.
If it's
is
about
it-
someone being cute, it's not allowed.
No,
I will ban
no,
you.
no. Hey. Do any of you guys know about that?
The Muffin Man?
Anonymous gifter or anonymous bit gifter or whatever.
No,
No, you don't know them.
they did their thing.
They're an
It's anonymous.
Or anonymous. Yeah.
If they choose to be anonymous, they should
No,
stay
no.
anonymous.
Because I clicked on the thing. It's actually a channel.
That's okay. That's
I
again,
was just
it-
confused.
That's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, fine.
Yeah. Okay. Just thought I asked.
Much appreciation.
It's someone
Yeah.
doing their thing, and we super appreciate it. I got
Yeah.
some gift
Yeah.
cards and
Yeah,
some biddies,
yeah.
and I'm
I did as
super
well.
super happy
yeah.
for it.
Super
Thank you to-
lovely.
yeah. Very,
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
lovely.
that's
job.
So nice.
Yes,
I also
yes.
got some gifts of some terms. I
Terms
mean,
is also lovely.
The terms is
Yes,
amazing.
terms is
Mhm,
a
mhm.
sweet.
because I've already told my
Oh.
community that when I reach the next payout, I plan on getting an upgrade to the mic, or I might use the money to get Foundry access so we can move over to.
Oh
Vermins.
yeah.
Dutch has just put into my chat information. It is actually a channel made by Twitch.
Oh,
Oh,
well, look at
Yes.
that!
So then
because
it does.
Because it's when you
anyone
tick the
that's
box that
anonymous.
says anonymous, right? Yeah.
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 There's
Okay,
two
so it's-
channels. There's anonymous chair and anonymous gifter.
yeah, okay. Because
So
I
it is
was a
someone
bit
who
confused
chose
by
to be
it.
anonymous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which
And
is
that's
fantastic.
completely fine.
That is completely fine. I was just very confused.
We
Nice.
take and we bow. We bow.
yes.
Thank-
That's what I was doing.
Very
Oh,
very much.
I will.
appreciate
I will. I will round up with my chat, and I will see you on the other side.
All right, can I leave
Mhm.
I have
the call at all? or
Probably
no?
not.
Okay.
I mean,
I-
if you
I-
want to
I-
fuck it up, then go for it.
I can. I can remove you from the call when when it's time.
Yes. Okay, that'd be great. Thank you. Good night, all.
All good. Good
Good night.
night.
Good night, Orby. All right.
All right. I
Oh,
do have
shit.
a poof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Oh
it?
wait. Yep.
What would have happened to Rudy if he hadn't been polymorphed?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great
got it.
question.
I got another 5 gift subs from Anonymous. Thank you
Hey,
so
thank you,
much.
Anonymous. Thank you.
That's so kind.
Thank you to a
Very
bunch of
kind,
people I
very kind.
know. That's so nice. Thank you so
Mm.
much.
Thank you for supporting.
what- It wouldn't have had any detrimental effect. It just means you can't use like it's you would have been like any part that were gone. You would have actually felt the effect of them being gone. Like your
Wow.
eyes gone
Yeah.
dry, not being able to move the fingers because there's no
muscle.
musculature
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah.
And the hunger
Totally.
because you're starving. You are literally starving.
Yeah. Yeah.
and
that is...
and like the pain in your sinuses because there's no nose, no
'Cause you don't have a
skeleton.
nose, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And like I was this close to describing how much you're drooling because
Oh
of the lack of lip,
no!
Oh, that would have been amazing. Actually, that
the
would have been fantastic.
dryness of mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
man, the cotton
polymorph
mouth. Yikes.
And like
Oh.
another DM could have argued that you had to specify the stat block that Rudy would become, but I felt like this was just like
No.
a cool flavor thing to do.
Nah, it is very cool because like you genuinely struck fear into me because I thought for a second now like this is like what happens when Rudy does because he's
You would
obviously
have become
being
an actual leper. That's what
Yeah.
what it is.
so that's scary. It does mean that Rudy might need to think about like if one dragon is able to protect themselves against deity like to remove deity like effects.
Mhm.
Maybe Rudy needs to look into being able to detect those zones or protect himself in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that was really cool. I liked it. I genuinely thought that this might have been it. So, that That would have been
It was
great.
just it was more about giving you the consequences of your actions, like
I like-
really,
I like some
really
consequences.
putting it out
Yes.
there.
Is good. Is good. Alrighty. Well, again, everyone have a lovely night, and I will see you
Yes.
on the other side.
I will.
Good night.
I might after
Indeed.
those who want to raid in have raided in. I might go on a quick.
All right.